Noonish. 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 J.A. he was major league, playing around with them bats. Kia OG, making plays on the track. Sports and technology, we mix it in with facts. Catch him every Wednesday to like double tap. A lot of interviews with ballers and them winners. Yeah, Jay on Notre Dame, all winner.
You got to, that's my family, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is.
What time?
My. In the great words of Johnny Gill, man. Welcome to Noonish Sports and Tech, man. I'm your host, J.A., a.k.a. Jonathan Anderson, right here today, man, with you, with my awesome co-host, my unk, blood-related, real unk, no fake, no fraud, no cap. With a cap on and a hat, you know what I'm saying? Ron Bower, what's going down?
Hey, man, I'm good to go. I'm just ready for the show, man.
Hey.
We got some subjects we got to talk about,
Hey.
and then we're gonna address a couple of things. We ain't gonna get too deep in it. We're gonna stay shallow like they did.
Hey, we gonna stay draped up and dripped out. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about. And why am I not hearing anything? Okay, there we are. So before we get into these subjects, man. We ain't new to this, we true to this. Let me get this volume down on this music so y'all can pay good attention and hear what we got to say. But y'all know how we like to start this thing off, man. First and foremost with the First Lady of Noonish, man. Unfortunately, and fortunately at the same time, the First Lady of Noonish, you know,
She gonna be here, but she ain't gonna be live.
You know, she's a beautiful young lady, and of course a lot of men, you know, want her and all that good fun stuff. But more than that, she got the smarts, and she got the chops. So it's a lot of organizations and companies that out here that want her. So she's working a contract, working a gig right now. She's got some good people in town right now, so she is absolutely servicing them today and doing what she do. So shout out to your First Lady. You off the chain. We know it. We miss you today. Can't wait till you come back next week. But for the good people, appreciate this. She left a video for y'all, man. And here's the First Lady of Noonish, Miss Christiana Yerba.
See why?
Hey guys,
With the First Lady report. Hey, y'all can't hear the First Lady report over here.
Good news.
Y'all can't hear it over here.
Hoping to come to you live.
Yeah, well,
I'm
let me
obviously
turn it.
not live, and
You know what I'm saying?
Been about 15 seconds so far.
Okay,
So I can know.
Can you hear it? Are you making sure we can hear it?
Understand.
Can you hear it through your earpiece?
It will in a second when it catches up because it's a delay.
On
here?
Because we had a horrendous, and when I say horrendous, I mean horrendous game final game against the Oilers. Right from the jump, bad. So for that reason, I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to cry on camera. I will come back next week when I am rested, I am recovered, and I am in healing, mode and position here because I'm not right now. So don't speak to me. No further questions at this time. I will come back to you next week with my analysis of that game and where I see the Stars going from here. Well, let's go into my favorite topic of all time, Formula One. We had a great race in Spain, a very interesting one. Really, honestly, not that interesting for the winner, Oscar, who is just literally driving off into the sunset with the Drivers' Championship, really with a solid grip. He's driving off peacefully while absolute chaos is happening behind him in Spain. So, one of the most notable stories of the weekend is Max Verstappen starting in third and ending up in 10th. You might say, how unlike him? Why would he drop so far back? And largely it's because of Max's big ass attitude. Okay, some people are saying, hey, is this 2023-24 Max, the aggressive and sometimes dangerous driver we've grown to love / hate? We saw a glimpse of that. He had really several literal run-ins with other cars, in one moment kind of colliding with Leclerc, not necessarily Max's fault, but then there was a key moment that was Max's fault, and Max finds a way to overtake or gain a position after leaving the track, which is a big no-no. I've talked about that before. He is instructed in his earpiece to give that position back, and in this case it was to George Russell, our good old boy George Russell. His team saying, hey Max, you need to let Russell pass, it's the right thing to do. Not only does he fight it, he hesitates, and then cherry on top, He says, fine, I'll listen. He gives the space for George Russell seemingly to get by and then crashes into him as he goes to try and take that position. So ends up with a 10-second penalty, drops from wherever he was at that point all the way to 10th after the 10-second penalty. I think it was a fair penalty. In fact, I think it could have been even more severe. But it was, the radios and the after-race interviews were dramatic. Lewis and Charles had an interesting race. Charles ends up on the podium yet again. He's really still fighting for another win, but he seems to be okay with a podium appearance, especially after Monaco. I think that consistency has been good for him. I know he still wants to win, but Lewis actually kind of struggled in this race. I don't want to say I'm surprised. I think I would have been pleasantly surprised had they had more speed. And I was hoping to see them both really make a podium appearance. I think they showed some good pace in the last couple of races. But in this case, Lewis is overtaken by Nico Hülkenberg, who you don't probably even remember me talking about because he's kind of just been there for years. He hasn't really had a stellar in fact, I don't know that he's even been on a podium. He definitely doesn't have a race win. He's been in the game literally for several years, a long-standing driver. And so to see his speed this weekend was a standout moment for me for the race. We saw Kimi Antonelli not finish the race with some issues. And Lance Stroll doesn't even compete because he has an old injury associated to his hand from a bike accident, ironically, but I guess some sort of related pain to his hand injury that wasn't allowing him to drive in a safe manner, so he doesn't even start his car up. He pulls out of the race entirely. So I don't know, these guys are a little tired, need a little bit of a break. Which they get, just a small one before they head to Canada in about 9 days. So we'll see how that goes. It is not yet summer break, so there's still some work to do, but I've got my eyes out of how they'll recover from Monaco and Spain and how they'll head into really a totally different environment for the team. So we'll keep our eyes out. But I want to give one quick note. We've talked for literally years now about the Formula One movie. We have an official date. June 27th is when this movie is finally going to be released into theaters. If you've made it this far in this video, I want you to message me on Instagram, and I want you to tell me who your favorite driver is and your least favorite driver. I want favorite driver, least favorite driver of this season. First person to message me, I'm going to send you 2 tickets to go to the Formula One movie honestly, whenever you want. But if you're listening, you've made it this far, send me your love-hate on the Formula One grid, and I will send you 2 tickets. So I'll see you guys next week. I hope the show's great. I know you're not going to be missing me too much, but I'll see you all next week. Love you, bye.
Yes, y'all, and you don't stop. We right back to it, man.
Now we
you
right
feel
back
me?
to it.
I had my volume down and off to respect the first lady of F1, Miss Christiana Yeba. Oh, and you are off the chain, girl.
As always.
and we brokenhearted too. When talking about that good old Dallas Stars, man. But hey, at the same time, I was talking about that young man that played for the Oilers. Oh my gosh, what's my boy name, Monk? I can't think of my boy name.
Oh, I sure can't think of his name.
Goodness gracious!
Just like when you see a soccer game, I might not know all the rules and all that, but when I see a guy get the ball way back there, I cut two or three people kicking the ball, he's special.
Man,
he's
that
special.
boy there is just, I ain't never seen nothing like that on the ice, man. You know, and they, Connor McDavid, man. Hey, that boy, David McDavid might go out of business just because of his last name and the way he did us down here in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so, though. David been around for a minute.
Yeah.
But Connor McDavid, oh my goodness, bro. The boy is just ice water on ice. You know how you do that, huh? ice water on ice.
Well, when you put water on it, it's already ice. Now you got ice water.
But it's already ice water though.
No, the ice is down. He bring the water. Yeah. He the water part. He the flowing. He the one.
That boy flow with it, don't it?
Because this is the whole thing.
Ooh, that boy nasty, man.
Water is gonna always flow, but it's gonna take the path of less resistance.
Absolutely.
And that's what he do when he come down. Oh, it's two of y'all over there. I'm gonna fake over there, get both of y'all fall over that way.
And that boy, he's the fastest ever to skate on ice. And the way he'll come back around the goal and like hit that cut, chop. Other dude wasn't expecting it and just blow right by you.
Yeah.
Easy pass to the goal. And hey, him one-on-one with the goalie is not fair. They say he the Kyrie Irving of hockey is what they call him because he's so tricky with it. The boy tricky, I know you don't like that comparison because you ain't just, feeling kind of like that.
No, because this is the whole thing. This is the whole thing. He just won the title, Kyrie. No.
Yeah, man.
Kyrie Irving.
He ain't win the title. He's in the finals now. He still got to win the title. He might be Kyrie. Kyrie got one though.
Yeah.
Kyrie he got one now.
Yeah, Kyrie. And I think Edmonton. He was on Edmonton last year, right?
Yeah, McDavid. Yeah.
What they didn't won?
No, they didn't win last year. Did they? Did they win?
I think.
I thought the Florida Panthers won, but they could have won last year. I don't know.
Oh, they won year before last. They won very recently.
I know they've been going ham for a minute.
Yeah. Okay, but that's why we got the first lady.
Exactly.
That's why we got the first lady.
I am not the NHL
I
expert.
can't give you all the hockey, but what I did see him do, he was coming down. He was going to this side, and the guy cut him off. Man, he did a 360 spin and went that. Because he was going this way, and the guy cut him off. He went spin all the way around.
On ice. On ice, though. Just sick with it, man. Yeah, and F1, man, it's unfortunate. First lady, shout out to you, girl. Can't wait for you to be back next week. Appreciate you. And the job well done that you continuously do around here at Noonish.
All the time, every time.
We about to go to your side now.
What we gonna go to?
Little track. Little Jordan Anthony running 9.75 unofficial time in the 100 meter. Last time I checked.
Why is it unofficial?
I mean, it should be official because they said it was a 2.1 win behind him.
Yeah, there's 2.5 is the deal, right?
So it should be official, right?
I think 2.5, and don't quote me on that. I used to know all that stuff.
It's either 2 or 2.5.
That may be why.
They saying it like by 0.1. It's unofficial, but what?
Oh, okay, yeah, 2. Yeah, 2 is the deal. No, still, yeah. So he was 2.1.
It was 2.
But it's okay.
What is 0.1 gonna do though?
But I got this theory though. The wind was blowing the rest of them.
Exactly.
I mean, the wind always blowing on
my boy 9.75. Huh?
Oh yeah, that's very impressive.
Olympics. Noah Lyles won with a 9.78.
Yeah.
And he slowed down at the end.
Yeah.
My boy didn't even run all the way through the tape.
Yeah.
I
would say this. It is going to be hard for him
to do it again.
To be on the Olympic team.
Man. Why? Because he's been running so much during this NCAA season?
Yeah. You ain't got, man, you can't run.
Woo. My boy
This is out of all the people that they brag on all the time, there's been only one man that ran 9.7 twice in the same day.
Yeah.
Fred Curley.
Not
Usain Bolt.
Sir Fredrickson.
Not Justin Gatlin. Not Suffer Powell. Fred Curley. Man, that's crazy. See, this is the thing. He ran 9.75. But
Big Cruz too, huh?
Yeah, but that's fine. But this is the thing. Now you got to stay in this same amount of shape for 2 months from now.
Yeah, that's rough. How do you do it?
And in the first round of the trials, you might have to go 9.8 to go to the second round to get to the semi. Then in the semi, you might have to go 9.8, 9.7 to make it to the final. Now, if you done ran 2.98, you might not have 9.7 in your leg on that third time.
I wonder what he has been running this year. Because this is the first I've heard of this kid.
Oh, no, he been running good. He been running good.
What, like 9.9?
Yeah.
There's a kid ran 9.91 in there.
That's not his first time going sub 10 flat.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Is his first time going sub 9? Cause,
yeah, that's his first.
We know that 10th of 100, 10th of a second, that's a step. That's a yard basically.
A 10th. Oh, a 10th. Oh yeah, I'm thinking of 100.
So I'm talking from 9.9
Yeah, about 2 steps.
To 9.7.
About 2 steps, which is
about 2 yards, about 6 feet. That's a gap.
If not further.
Yeah.
If not at 7 or 8 feet.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people stride longer than 36 inches.
Because there was a guy that ran a 9.91, and I'm talking there was no one close to him.
Yeah.
You know, most sprints, 100 meters, unless it's Usain Bolt related, seemingly, everybody's pretty much on each other. You know, the top 2-3 guys are pretty much on each other for the most part. Wasn't nobody near this dude.
Yeah, absolutely. But this all I got to ask you this. How many races has Noah Lyle ran this year?
He talked about racing Cheetah. Talked about it, though.
But how many? I mean,
1 or 2 maybe.
Yeah, and one of them was a 400 meters.
Yeah.
These guys.
Well, he just now.
Yeah, these guys are professionals.
Yeah,
and this is what they know.
Their season's just getting started.
I mean, he's in condition.
Yeah,
Noah Lyle is, but now he got to work on his speed for the next couple of months.
He's looking to peak out towards the end of the summer. This young man
been working on his. It's May right now. He's been working on his speed ever since
January,
March,
February,
He was getting in condition in February and March.
But speed,
he probably was running 300s and all that then. But then he got down to the 120s and the 150s and some starts and all that. 9.7. Now he got to duplicate that all over again in 2 months.
I tell you what, they call that.
It's hard to do. It's hard to do.
It's hard to peak out for a long extended period of time. They call that a plateau.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it was a young man.
You're gonna hit a plateau, and hopefully it can. That's a long time to sustain.
It was a young man from LSU a couple years ago named Terrence Larry.
Yeah.
Say, man.
You have to do. They used to wear all the sleeves and stuff when he ran.
Yeah, I think he had a sleeve on one arm, brown skin, real small. Yeah, we went to the Southeastern Conference Finals, and then in the NCAA championship. What's the? I may pronounce his name wrong. Mashua Gwani from University of Houston. Young man ran 9.8. Yeah. Terrence Laird walked him down on the ankle leg of the 4x1 and did like this and went on about his business. And I was telling my friend, I said, man, this kid just run like what flow. And I'm going to tell you this right now. He did. He caught Matthew Bowling and he caught Marshall Gwani twice. And Marshall Gwani had ran 9.8 that year. I haven't ever seen, including Usain Bolt, walk somebody down, run 9.8. That's the only man I ever seen. Cause when
and I've never heard of this kid. And where's he at now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point right now. So this is all phenomenal, but it's not. He ran 19.7.
He had to have a crazy top speed if he's walking down 9.8.
He ran 9.
Because you already going in that relay.
He was in the trials, but he been hurt. See, and this is the thing about transitioning from college to pro track. Yeah. In college, this young man got a coach. The school got a trainer.
Oh, pro, yeah.
He got somebody to. He got pretty much a built-in nutritionist. Yeah. At the because he got a certain diet. Okay. Now when he graduate college, turn pro, who gonna do all that for him? He got to get enough money from Nike or somebody.
Was good, John.
He got to get a deal, and then he got to out of that money got to hire a coach. Somebody to help him eat right. Yeah. A therapist, a massage therapist, and somebody to stretch him. All that, man. So it's hard. So that's why it's so hard to go from a fabulous college runner to a fabulous professional runner.
Man, he said, why can't he run the time again? He got to run a 4. Hey, bro, he running a 4.1. Bro, I've seen a dude run a 4.1. I saw a dude run a 6.1. All right. This is a Southern's workout. When I went down to Southern, they lined us all up, because I almost went to Southern in Baton Rouge. They lined us all up, run 6s. I ain't never lost a 60. This dude ran right before me. He came out in track spikes and tights. I'm like, look at this fool. Like, I ain't seen him here all day. He showed up just to run. Boy ran a 6.1, huh?
In a what?
In the 60.
That was hand time.
Hand time. Hand time. It's yards.
Oh, yeah.
60 yards.
Yeah, 60 yards hand time, yeah.
I was like, hold on now, dog. That's moving up.
Oh, yeah.
That's moving up. Yeah. 6.34 is my best, and I've done it twice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But that's yards and that's hand time.
And I wasn't in track spikes and tights, but still, I'm just saying. Dog, bro,
absolutely, but it's hard to duplicate that stuff, man, over and over and over.
Yeah, man. I don't know how you run that fast.
What, 9.75?
Yeah. Unless you're 6'4", 6'5", I get it if you got turnover and long legs.
No.
That's why I feel like nobody's ever gonna break Usain Bolt's record because he had turnover and long legs. So he's eating up more ground at the same rate.
Yeah, but you got guys. No, that's not. I mean, that has something to do with it, but it's hard to get a tall guy to. I mean, but you can get if you 5'11" and up. If you get 5'11" and up, you got a chance at it.
Yeah,
5'11" and up. Okay. But you can't be. I said this in front of one of my friends the other day. I said, man, these short guys, you know, they struggle of having long careers at track and field. He started laughing, and I said, because he was short. I said, but he was a football player.
Yeah,
more than track.
Yeah,
but you know, you can't tell somebody that. But I'm just saying.
So he went in. Yeah.
But look,
how long was that conversation going on?
Oh no, I changed the subject because I could tell it was sensitive to him. Because I love. I mean, he's a great young man, but he's under 5'9". He's about 5'7" or something, and he was good at football and all that. But so far as track, I mean,
you got limitations.
Man. Most of the time the short guys. Look at the Olympics like Maurice Green, man.
Yeah,
he didn't have no long career. He too short.
Or Tyson Gay.
Yeah, he got to work too hard.
Tyson Gay ran for a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, Tyson Gay a little taller than Tyson Gay more like 5'9". Maurice more like 5'7".
Yeah.
So you know, and then you know.
Yeah, and what was that young kid that ran for like North Carolina? Charleston or something like that, or Charleston, whatever the school is.
North Carolina A&T?
No, it was Charleston something, and he ran in the Olympics last year. He did very well. He actually won the top worlds out of nowhere.
Oh, what's his name?
You know who I'm talking about, though.
Yeah,
he don't seem like he's very tall, about 5'8".
His name White or something.
It ain't Charleston White.
No, but his name. No.
I better not see Charleston White running 100 meters out there, man.
Nah.
Hell nah. But yeah, man. Anyways, that guy has speed. I don't know if you recognize
and it's going to be hard for him to duplicate that 2 months from now.
My boy quick. Yeah. My boy quick, man. We were going to talk about Lil Diddy today, but we ain't doing that.
No, we're going to skip on past that.
Moving on. Angel Reese got a new Reebok out. Coming back out the Reeboks, you know? Signed that good deal. You know Shaq bought Reebok. LSU ties.
Well,
that was a great idea by Shaq to go and recruit Angel Reese.
You know, I think him and AI bought that together.
Well, no, so he bought it, and then he said, "Hey, we need to bring AI in as a vice president."
Oh, okay.
And they went and got AI as well. You know, 50 Cent over there, Master P is over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, Reebok really, hey man,
they're trying to reignite.
Hey, I got some Reeboks at the crib. I'm gonna buy some more.
You know what? It's a lot of young ladies that's younger than Angel Reese, like teenagers that love beauty. They gonna buy the shoe more off of Angel Reese
for sure.
modeling and stuff than they're gonna buy it off of her basketball.
Yeah,
because it's a lot of young ladies that like Angel Reese don't even like basketball.
Yeah, man. That's
I
crazy.
mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, every record must be broken. You're right. It's gonna be a while before we see that 9-5 broke.
Yeah.
What up, Heist 360? Rigor, what's going down, bro? I appreciate it, dog. Hey, matter of fact, man, it's a perfect time for me to go on and say this loudly and right now. Hey, go on and hit that subscribe button for your boys one time over here at Noonish Sports and Tech. You know how we get down, man. You know.
Come talk your ish.
Hit the button one more time for come talk your ish, man. This is an interactive experience over here at Noonish. You know, we ain't here to just be a puppet. This ain't the zoo. Don't be a watchman. You know, say something. You see something, say something. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that notification bell, man. Go ahead and hit that like button as well to this particular show. And share it with somebody, man. Because that's the only way we can grow, man. It's an organic, interactive experience around here, bro. You know, and if you got something you want to talk about, say something.
Say something. Because we deal with the facts, man. You know, we make our little candid jokes here and there, but we deal mostly with the facts, man.
Yeah, hey, Ryan. Hey, bro. You know, I got these tools on. You know, I rock with them. I still mess with Nike a little bit, but yeah, you right. You know, Ryan said Nike brand is slowly going down. People are burnt out. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, because
they're too high.
Well, this is the thing, right? Tinker, ain't that his name? The guy that designed Jordans back in the Gap. I can't think of his last name. Started with an H or something like that. the guy was solid on the designs. Very creative. Made a classic, good-looking shoe just about every time he designed a shoe. Once he left, hey, man, Nike ain't nothing but the retros been coming back hot. All these new Jordan designs, man, whoever they got in the design over there at Nike, man.
They ain't doing a good job.
Fire him right now. Hey, can him. You know what I'm saying? Can't do it.
Cannot win
work
with him.
with
Won't do it.
Cannot
coach
with
with
him.
him.
Bro, the Durants, the Lucas, and the Jaws all look the same. All had that shiny, silky material with the waves in them. You know what I'm saying? Looking like the 95 Air Max brought back on the basketball shoe. Stop, dog. Go back to the drawing board with a different drawer, with a different artist, all right? And figure it out, Nike, because, hey, man, yeah, I agree with you right there, Ryan. Nike, whack right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I'm buying is retros. Now, they running shoes, them fly nets, I get them. I get the fly nets. All right, I work out in the fly nets because them bad boys feel like I'm putting on socks. All right, so I mess with the fly nets, but outside of the fly nets, you ain't gonna catch me in no maxis. You ain't catching me in none of that. Too heavy, man. Way too heavy. Way too heavy, in my opinion. You know, I talk about that. That might be my opinion today. We're gonna talk about some shoes. But yeah, nah, what you think about these Angel Reese's though? You know, these Reeboks. You know, I ain't gonna wear them, but
they'll do good.
They'll sell?
Yeah, I think they'll sell. I think they'll do good.
I mean, back in the 90s, you know, basketball shoes did well because folks was wearing jeans and Jordans and jeans and, you know, Barclays and
whatever.
And the up-temp, the Webbers and the Hardaways and the Penny Hardaways and Dion's and, you know, but people ain't really wearing high tops and jeans no more like that and basketball shoes and jeans. So is it solely for the hoopers or what?
I guess so, and because I ain't trying to plug nobody, but man, most people wear Crocs, one style or brand. It may not be Crocs, but it's maybe Nikes, but they're all the same, you know.
Yeah.
That, man,
and a lot of people wearing these high-end shoes too. Unc always got them Gators on, man. You know, them 9-laters, you know.
Hey,
but, you know, there's a lot of people wearing these.
I mean, yeah.
Christian Dior's and Louis and Christian Louboutins and the Gucci's.
What's
and
rolling is just these.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, because people like to
Balenciagos and
yeah, they like to have an exclusive look on their feet.
Yes, sir.
What kind of tennis shoes now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Young man at my church, Sunday before last, had on some shoes called tennis shoes, $800.
Yeah, people just be flexing. Just be flexing.
Yeah.
Once you know I got a little bread, walk on money.
I looked at his feet.
Step on money.
Oh yeah, my daddy gave me these for Christmas. I was like, okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right on. Okay. Was that your only gift?
No, he just got a car. He just got a car. He chilling. University of Houston.
Boy, chilling.
Yeah.
Boy, chilling.
He chilling.
Yeah, man.
But he's a good young man. He deserves all that.
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah. You work for it, man. Work hard. Do what you do. The right things. Absolutely.
Dad is smart.
Man.
Make that money.
Break them off.
You got good kids. Break them off.
Nephew, Deuce driving, bro. Speaking of got a car, Deuce driving now, dog.
Hey, nephew.
Crazy, dog.
That's why I said it. Speaking of having good fathers, is being a good young man, you get cars and things.
Yeah.
You know, you make straight A's in high school and all that, you deserve a car.
Man. Hey man.
That's why I didn't have no car. That's why. And plus, we didn't have that kind of money.
Hey, I got one in sophomore year of college.
You know, this ain't no brag, but my nephew got that kind of money. He can buy a son a car.
Hey, man, we chilling, man. We chilling over here.
When I see that, I was, hey, man, that big pickup, hey.
Yeah, that mug clean.
I was about to say 17, you got a car better than me. But that's a good deal, though, man. When you're young like that, you got a father that can afford those kind of things, and you deserve those kind of things. It's a blessing to be able to do that, man.
Hey, just more responsibility though. You know, I mean, turn it up. Yeah. That means we giving you a little bit of a boost right here to keep turning up. You know what I mean? That don't mean you won. That means turn up.
No, that means keep up what you already got up.
Absolutely.
And you'll stay up. And then you won't have to get up.
Yeah, man. But the only thing they missing, I see, is there a Reebok pump on there? If there's a Reebok pump on that shoe, I might go to the store and just pump them up one time. But moving along, also in this WNBA, Raw, where we at? There it is. But shout out Angel Reese, man. But did you see that Candace Parker's jersey is getting retired by the Chicago Sky?
Yeah, I saw that.
Well deserved?
I guess.
You don't think she did nothing?
What did Candace? I thought she played with the Sparks.
I mean, she was.
I thought she spent the most of her career with the Sparks.
The Sky got to claim somebody.
Yeah, cause the Sparks probably got Lisa Leslie and all that. Yeah, so yeah, I guess did she win a championship up there? I got to research that, man.
I haven't watched WNBA.
Hey, nephew Ryan, let us know if Candace Parker won a championship up there.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm just saying.
Let me see.
I mean, it seemed like somebody else would have.
Let me talk. Hey Siri, did Candace Parker win a championship with the Chicago Sky? Oh, 2012. Hey, that'll do it.
Just one, yeah.
2012. Okay. That might be the only one the Sky got because they trash now. Yeah, I mean, they rock bottoms.
Well, we ain't gonna say they trash. We gotta hear
a little itty-jitty.
Yeah, I mean, we got a little analytic. I mean, I ain't gonna say they trash, but the Sky is like I said, they haven't been known as a perennial power. I'm gonna put it like that.
Hey, Cuzzo in the building. What up, J Rod? Gerard Bower. Hey, in the high. Let's get it.
What's up, J Rod?
One time for your mind.
Yeah,
that's the fam in the building, man. Showing that good love and support, baby.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. But nah, Candace Parker, I mean, when I think of women's basketball,
well, you know, Candace Parker,
she on the Mount Rushmore for me.
Well, you know, she won that dunk competition in high school.
McDonald, yeah, that's right. She was the first one to do it, right?
She don't. Is it another girl that won it?
Well, Ben, I'm saying, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
she won the boys dunk contest.
I mean, she just won the wide open
dunk contest. Yeah,
you know that she got a little favoritism.
Oh, because she was a girl dunking. Yeah.
I mean, but it was good. She could even dunk more than one way.
Man, yeah.
So,
she was coming with the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, yeah, it's Candace Parker. I'm not saying she can't play. I was just kind of surprised that they retired. I mean, but like you said, if they ain't got nobody else, that's your only championship. You know,
but that's a good one to attach it to, though.
Oh yeah, Candace Parker is what that is.
When it comes to women's basketball,
she's
in the conversation with the Cheryl Millers and the I think so. I think she's like one step below the. She's one step below the Cheryl Millers and the Cynthia Coopers and the Cheryl Swoops. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I think she's on that level with the Lisa Leslies and the Rebecca Lobos. You know what I'm saying? Because I think those top Cheryl Miller and Cynthia
some of them is
and Cheryl Swoops
and
they up there.
Yeah, Cynthia Cooper they on down.
They up there. They on their Celtics game. You know what I'm saying? And they got the titles to back it up.
I'm just gonna tell you this. This for me. For me. Now everybody say, man, I got Cynthia Cooper and Cheryl Miller on a whole different level than everybody else.
Who you got out of them two though? I'm gonna say Cheryl Miller. Who you got?
Hey man, Cheryl Miller ought to be. I mean, but see, Cheryl Miller never got to display hers on the WNBA level. So, but
dogging out her NBA brother that was a
basketball. Dog. I mean, you know, it's hard to beat.
Cheryl Miller built Reggie.
Yeah,
that's how cold she was. You know,
Cheryl Miller might be better than Reggie right now. No,
I'm just saying that's how cold Cheryl was. Just think about it. Candace Parker got a brother in the league too, and I don't even know his first name.
No.
I don't know his first name.
No, Cheryl
built Reggie.
Yeah, Cheryl used to give Reggie the business.
That's what I'm saying.
All the way to Reggie got to college. That's the only time he could be in the system.
Absolutely, man. Candace right under Maya Moore for me. Hey, Maya Moore cold, man. She cold too.
Yeah.
And what's my girl out of Duncanville, Tiffany Catchings? Yeah. Don't sleep on Tiffany now.
Oh, yeah.
Tiffany was cold, too. Oh, yeah. She in that same area right in there, too, man.
Oh, it's a lot. So it's all, so when you start trying to separate them, the more you think, the more people in that group.
Yeah, absolutely. What up, Twan? Big Dog. What up, Noah? What up, y'all? Appreciate the love, man. Who in the building, man? If you ain't saying something, that's on you. Ghost Space. What's going down? Where my boy Trip at, though, man?
Yeah,
Trip ain't saying Nathaniel Jenkins today. It's all good, though.
But anyway, Candace Parker, I would say, because that's probably the only jersey they got retired.
Yeah, and they got to do something, man.
Yeah, everybody got to, not everybody, but if you got a little something, you want somebody to know, hey, I got a little something over here.
Are they playing in the same arena as the Bulls? If so, they got to add something.
Yeah.
They got to have some representation in the rafters.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's like, man, we tired of seeing that blank up there. Don't look like we gonna win a championship no time soon. Candace Parker, bring it back. Raise the roof for Candace Parker one time. Hey, shout out Candace Parker, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's
dope.
Deal
that's dope right
there.
there. That's dope. Moving along. Man, hey.
Cannot play with them.
The Knicks said they can't do it, and they won't do it.
Cannot coach with them.
You know what I'm saying? Can't win with him. Even though he won 17 playoff games.
More than anybody else.
I ain't seen the Knicks.
Since the 70s, Tibbs.
I ain't seen the Knicks this decent since Jordan was beating them. And they still wasn't winning. They didn't get this far. Did they go to the Eastern Conference Finals one year?
No, the Knicks went to the finals.
A few times, right?
No, the Knicks went to the finals one year.
And kept losing.
Lost to Houston, I think.
But that was when Jordan went in the league, huh?
We talking about where they went. At least they went. You know, I'm just saying.
Hey man, New York Knicks, what are y'all doing, dog?
Nah, but you know what that really means?
They want old boy Mike Malone.
Mike Malone from who? From where?
The boy that was at the Nuggets that got fired right before the playoffs started. Remember, they didn't have their head coach during the playoffs.
What? The Nuggets fired him. Why you want him? I'm gonna tell you this here. Do you know what for a coach like Tibbs? You know what that means? I said, man, Jalen Brunson must don't like Tibbs.
Jalen Brunson running the show. Jalen Brunson, daddy might be the head coach next year. They ain't gonna do that, but
to me, that means that Jalen Brunson don't like Tibbs.
But they said he took up for him though.
And then
they said he spoke up for Tibbs.
Then he might have did.
But LeBron spoke up for every coach. He got fired too. After he spoke down on him behind closed doors.
First thing, this everybody might as well quit acting like they got one personality.
Yeah.
Because the same personality that I had talked to with your homeboys with, you don't talk at work with that same personality.
I just hope we can win a game.
So let's quit acting like
Another
they
game.
don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Everybody shift up because I would have lost every job I had if I went up there and been around the boat.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
I say, okay, let me give these people what they want.
Let me simmer down a little bit.
So I come up out here with my chick every time. Yeah?
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. But nah, that's, you know.
But I don't understand. But I think that some of their top players, because Tibbs is an old school coach.
I think they knew Tibbs wasn't going to do well with Luka.
Oh, well, no. If they plan on getting Luka, man, I hope New York don't mess their team up getting Luka. Because it's already proven fact, Luka and Bronson can't play together.
Well, they did play together and played well together, actually. I don't know, man.
Somebody was on the bench, though.
Yeah. And they played together a lot, too, though. Like that. And Brunson, he was putting up 40 when Luka wasn't playing. You remember that? He went on the run for the... Anyway, man. Tibbs is out of there. Tibbs
out of there. I don't understand it, but he out.
Yeah, man. It don't make sense. New York, y'all are the Yankees.
It's like this.
Hey.
Do you know what they told Tibbs? You know what they told Tibbs? They said, say, Tibbs, let me tell you something, homeboy. It's coming off and sit down.
Yeah.
They say, this ain't horseshoes and this ain't hanging there.
Hey, almost don't count.
Close don't count.
Yeah, man.
Get there. Hey, then he talked, then they did it like Martin. Get the stepping.
Get the stepping.
Get the stepping.
You ain't got to go home, Tibbs.
But you got to get the...
Don't let the doorknob hit you with a good Lord split you, man. That's what they said to Tibbs, man, unfortunately.
What else could they have told? They could tell him you did a bad job.
Yeah.
They didn't call you to say, Tibbs, you lost in the first round, didn't make the playoff. They couldn't say none of that. They could just, all they could say is that the deuces.
Hey, man, my boy Tibbs, that's a bad deal, dog.
He get around. Guess what he do?
He turn teams around.
And then get run off.
Every time. Every time. He's a change manager. Yeah. Change management. That's what he does.
He'll come in there and change
He change up the whole infrastructure.
Get it to going in the right direction.
And make everybody hate him because he done fired too many people. And they don't like the way he do it, but he get them whipped into shape. And then they send them on about their business. And they going to bring in somebody that's going to... They ain't going to get the glory because the Knicks just can't figure it out.
Yeah.
But
the only place that Tibbs probably can work now is he got to go down to Miami and be, what's the name, assistant.
He gonna go over there with Bill Belichick and go coach them Tar Heels.
I mean, he got to go somewhere. He go down there with Pat Riley and be Eric Spoelstra's sister.
Oh yeah. No.
Otherwise, they don't like that.
Yeah. No. That old school style of coaching that we love, like that I embraced. I needed somebody talking ish to me because I thought that much of myself.
But that's gone now. These boys start to boys start to cry and call their mama when you talk rough to them.
Feelings made out of Kool-Aid, man. Ain't no hard and no stone cold cats in the league no more, man.
No, my coach talking noise to me. You know what I said to my man? This dude don't know who I am. Watch this. Watch this here. I'm gone. I'm finna clown now. You the guy, hey man, you must don't be quiet.
If I'm Tibbs, I'm like, bro, you got Karl Anthony Towns on the floor laying there. Made the whole staff come out there. TV went to a commercial break timeout. And he didn't come out the game? But it's my fault? How about these Charmin soft tissue paper boys you got on the squad right now, bro? You know what I'm saying? How about that?
Man, I
boy, soft as Charmin.
Man, that's all it is, and that ain't Tibbs' fault.
It ain't, bro. That ain't Tibbs.
Yeah.
That ain't Tibbs at all, man. So, hey, bro, you can coach. I'll let you know that right now. We done seen it time and time again. You come in and do your thing, bro. You know, like a surgeon. And to win 17 playoff games with the Knicks, you take Tibbs' playoff wins out. I don't know if the Knicks got 5 playoff wins the rest of this millennium.
Yeah, because that was in the 90s when they were back with Patrick Ewing.
You know what I'm saying? Allen Houston and them boys.
Yeah, Carmelo and them, a lot of times they didn't even make the playoffs.
I'm telling you, man. So, hey, we'll see how that go.
Yeah.
You know, moving forward. Hey, Tibbs had y'all, boy. Hey, one more year, Tibbs, he might have had y'all right. You know, but he ran into a Rick Carlisle that we told y'all was the best coach. And that's Rick Carlisle did that to my boy in San Antonio. Okay? So it ain't Tibbs' fault that he ran into a Rick Carlisle. That's like Charles Barkley running into Jordan. I'm just saying. What was you about to say, yo?
Oh, Tibbs, that dude, man. And I won't understand that. I mean, well, yes, I do. These guys, they don't like. You make all the money. You're supposed to be in such great shape, but you don't want to practice hard.
Yeah.
That's what Tibbs. They say Tibbs practice.
You don't want to be held accountable.
Yeah, but basically that's what they
for being a professional.
That's what that's code is. You practice them too hard. How can you practice me too hard for $40 million a year?
Man, and you know what they say that I hear people saying that the Knicks retired in Game 6 because Tibbs run them too hard. No, they retired in Game 6 because Rick Carlisle stretched them boys out. Why you think the Pacers went up there to New York and lost by 30 or whatever it was, 20, 30 points in that Game 5? Rick Carlisle strategically playing that.
This is so funny.
Let's stretch these boys out, gas them out, and we gonna win at home in Game 6.
Wait a minute.
Halliburton and them boys is on the bench.
Okay.
Come on, man. If y'all didn't see this, bro,
nah,
that's an excuse. It wasn't Tibbs, it was Rick Carlisle running them boys out.
This is what they do.
Man.
They make excuses. Okay, Tibbs ran their legs out under them, right? But then they talk about Kobe went and practiced 3-4 hours in the mornings for the game. So how Tibbs gonna run you first off, you probably should have been there with Kobe. Your legs should have been so strong that Tibbs can't run them out.
I'm telling you, man.
That's what the problem is.
Yeah.
You ain't doing nothing. When you don't see Tibbs, you don't do nothing.
I tell you right now, Karl Anthony Towns ain't doing nothing extra in that weight room or running.
No other room. Man.
That boy shooting in the gym. Karl Anthony Towns practice is threes.
Say, man, I seen Karl Anthony Towns throw a cross-court pass like this. Everything, face, jaw shook, all this. I was like, that ain't no solid in that at all. I mean,
man,
I'm just saying, you make too much money not to be in shape.
Let me go to these comments one time. Candace right on the mom, yep. Miss Wright, yep. Miss Miller, the whole 3-time comment, yep. Miss Miller, 100-point fact, yep. Tibbs overworked this play. Man, hey, I don't know, man. I've heard that everywhere he went, but I don't know if Tibbs would have coached in the 90s, we might not have ever heard that.
Or the 80s or the 70s.
Yeah.
We never heard that.
And I say the 90s because that's the end of that mentality.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? Let me see. Real question here. If LeBron James had a Hall of Fame coach his whole career, how many rings? Yeah, like,
man, we can.
Because LeBron didn't listen to none of his coaches, no way.
Well, first off, they didn't know what the hell they were talking about.
Yeah.
Was it David Black? Well, Brown?
Yeah.
Every coach LeBron had, they not only got fired from LeBron, they got fired somewhere else too.
Absolutely, man.
I mean, but we can filth,
all day, yeah,
and all that. But this is the thing. What we just got to accept it for what it is.
Yeah.
LeBron got 4 rings. That's all he got.
Hey.
That's not a criticism. That don't mean that LeBron not a great player. That don't mean none of that. But that do mean that he ain't the greatest and nobody else is either in a team sport.
LeBron James, look, after this year, the Lakers don't go. I want LeBron James to stay in L.A. I want J.J. Redick to get fired. And I want LeBron James to be a player coach like Bill Russell. That's what I want to see.
Hey, but this is the whole thing.
Bill Russell won 2 titles like that.
Yeah, but I want to
see LeBron try.
I was just reading where it was all these players from the 90s and Charles Barkley and all these people saying, oh, LeBron should retire. Man, you didn't retire. Man, LeBron didn't he just average 27?
What up, April?
Didn't he just average 27?
Man, yeah.
Ain't nobody going to retire from the NBA when they average 27 points, win championship or not. Because you think if you get enough help, I can still score 27. If I get enough help, I can win another one.
Unless Megatron came and played for the Pistons. He might retire early.
I mean, but that's it, though. I mean, man, it's hard to tell somebody to retire when they average over 25.
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
Hey, why you think Tom, I know it's a different sport, and I keep talking about football references here, but why you think Tom Brady played for so long?
Because he kept putting up numbers.
Because he can still do it.
That don't mean you may not. Is LeBron James the best? He the player he used to be? No.
Never. Absolutely not.
But right now, LeBron James is in the top 5% of players in the league.
In the world.
If not in the top 3.
He can beat me.
He might be, I'm talking about in the NBA.
Yeah.
He's in the top 3 or 5% players in the NBA right now.
You think so? Yeah, he is. He is. He proved that in the Olympics. He proved that in the Olympics last year.
Yeah, then how many people average 27?
And it's the IQ.
It don't matter how you do it, as long as you do it.
It's everything that comes with the LeBron package, man. Like, the man got an IQ now. His ability to do what he want to do when he want to do it might not be there anymore.
And anybody's talking about he needs to retire and why he's still scoring 27. I mean, that's hard to do.
Hey, man.
That's hard to do.
A great man by the name of Curtis Wilkerson once told me, hey, man, as long as they'll keep paying you, put on that jersey.
Shh. Especially, he just signed a new contract too, didn't he? LeBron.
Yeah. As long as they keep paying you.
Especially 40 or 50 million, who going home?
Keep putting on that jersey, dog. You know what I'm saying? We had Roy Williams on this show. Receiver Roy Williams talking about how he regret not going down to Miami. You know what I'm saying? After his stint in Chicago. He got an offer from Miami and chose to go with his family and start his post-football. Ain't no money like NFL, like pro money, man. Ain't no treatment like pro treatment.
No.
That's why you got these guys flipping out when they leave the league. Because they no longer know who that. That's why we made this show.
You got guys flipping out.
That's why we created this show. Because people don't know who they are once they leave the league.
Yeah.
They have an identity crisis. Rest in peace, Junior Seau, one of the greatest linebackers we ever, one of the nicest, greatest men how many NFL Man of the Year did he win? And as soon as he retired, he committed suicide, man. Like, it's a real situation, man.
He didn't know what to do. Had nothing to do. Didn't have nothing to do with this.
So as long as they'll pay you, wear a jersey, bro. Keep putting that thing on, man. Yeah. You know, that's my advice to LeBron. Play till you 50, dog. Satchel Paige suited up with the Cleveland Indians at 56.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, keep playing, bro, as long as they'll pay you. You know?
And they're going to pay him as long as you average 27.
Absolutely.
You get your money.
Absolutely, man. Reinvent your game,
because I heard Jeff Teague said it wasn't $40 million per year, but I think he said when he was playing, they told him that if he averaged 12, 5, and 5, I think he'd get $40 million for 5 years or something like that. 12, 5, and 5.
Yeah. Man, see, and one thing that I don't know, how does Crawford not have a job somewhere? Because that dude game is, it don't go away. Like, I've never seen him cook or not cook. You know what I'm saying? Off the bench, starting.
Yeah, but he's pretty old now, though.
No, he ain't that old.
Jamal Crawford?
Yeah, he younger than LeBron. About the same age.
Yeah. I mean, well, you know how that.
And he was cooking when he left.
That ain't the first.
I think that's the lead though.
Yeah,
just trying to get
that ain't the first.
Move past the older guys.
Yeah, that ain't the first time that happened.
Oh no. Professional sports is a young man's profession. And
not only young man, it's a right situation. Type professional, you gotta be in the right situation.
Timing, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, timing, and
perfect place, perfect time.
Yeah, because if you're not, it don't matter how good you are.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, but anyway, we'll keep this thing rolling, bruh.
But Tibbs, you'll be back in the league if you want to.
Yeah, Tibbs, you know,
you'll build somebody
down in New York,
but
man.
this is the whole thing, Tibbs. You gotta realize you'll build them, but they'll run you off, though.
Yeah, bro, it's hard to compete with Diddy. Moving on. In that NBA East, of course, we were just talking about those Knicks, man. Them Pacers did them boys in, just like I told you, huh?
Oh yeah,
Rick Carlisle.
I said, I mean, you said the same thing on that one.
I mentioned
I'm picking the Pacers right now.
Yeah,
I'm picking the Pacers right now.
Yeah,
who I got? I got the Pacers.
Yeah,
I got them right now.
In the finals,
I got the Pacers.
I do too.
Right now. I said right now. That's the whole thing left is the finals. I got the Pacers.
We're going to talk about that and say, we ain't supposed to.
Oh, okay.
Premature right there.
Okay.
So what did the Pacers do to these Knicks to dismantle them the way they did? Huh?
They wore them down, man.
Yeah.
They were too deep, too big, too everything.
Too much Siakam.
Too young.
Too much Halliburton at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Too much Neesmith around that perimeter.
Yeah, too much Miles Turner.
On them boards, yes, sir. On that defense.
Oh, what I say you win the championship with your 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th guys?
Absolutely. But that's, we're going to get to that other series in a second. But yeah, that's what they did. The Pacers bench, the Pacers, period, just outplayed the Knicks at the end of the day. Period. They stretched them out. Like I said, that game 5, they went in there with a game plan in New York. Rick Carlisle was like, hey, guys, we're going to be on the court. We're not really going to play, though. I want you guys to conserve energy, get ready for game 6 back here in Indiana. But, yeah, we're gonna let them have it, get them all nice and hype, and send their ass home packing. Right? Send them back home packing. Remember what they did to the guy in the Pacers jersey in the streets, throwing them trash bags at him? We got your back, homie.
They got some strange stuff going on with Indiana. They don't.
Hey, my boy now, that boy on, was it witness protection? Wearing that Pacers jersey in New York, man. But, yeah, and then moving on to that Western Conference, man, AE just wasn't enough, man. And we knew he wouldn't be. The Thunder, man, that's that one thing. The same thing. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th guy. The Thunder has 2 lineups they can roll out as NBA teams.
Do you know what I heard?
That will be competitive.
Do you know what I heard a lot of? I know I'm getting off subject sometime here, Jay.
Yeah.
But you know what I heard a lot of veteran, retired guys saying? Andy Edwards got to change his mindset because he said, man, I'm 23. Yeah. I'm grateful to be in the... I'm going to tell you like this here. I think Andy Edwards needs some different teammates more than different mindset.
Absolutely. I love his mindset.
Me too.
I think he's present.
He probably like, man, I'm so grateful to be up in the Western Conference Finals with Rudy Gobert.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying with guys like this here, and I'm in the Western Conference Finals, yeah, I'm grateful. And I ain't got no problem with what he said.
Let's think about the team he went to the Western Conference Final with. Right? He went with, like you say, Rudy Gobert. Yeah, they give him defensive player, but he ain't really much. I mean, what you say playing defense in the NBA is like
having no money in your bank account. You got a bank account, but it ain't doing shit.
That's all you're doing.
Especially in today's NBA.
Yeah,
man, you might well. I mean, what you got a bank account for? You got 25 cents. You just got, you got to have $5 in it to keep it open. You got $5.25 in your bank account. Come on, man. If you take the $5, they're going to close your bank account.
That's all my boy Rudy doing, dog. It should be a good series. It's hard to pick. I'm pulling for OKC, but Indy is hard to beat and will probably pull it off. Oh, yeah, I feel you, cuz. But hey, man, I'm pulling for Rick Carlisle. That's my coach, man. That's my coach. Like hit you with the TO, dog. That's my coach, bro.
Hey, I'm going to tell you like this. Jay, I told you, When they got rid of Rick Carlisle when Luka first came, I said, man, I wish they would have got rid of Luka instead of Rick Carlisle.
Man.
Now they both gone.
Man.
Now they both gone.
No, all three of them gone because Jalen Brunson gone too.
I mean, yeah. But
like, what are we doing over here?
And they got rid of Rick Carlisle.
I wish we had Rick Carlisle. Do you know why they got rid of Rick Carlisle? Because of Luka.
On some of that Tib shit. He playing Luka too hard. Now he practiced.
He was called Luka. He wanted to run the offense.
Yeah.
Rick Carlisle calls plays for the offense to run.
Yeah. And
why? Because he's a mad scientist and he's great at it. He won a title. How many titles you got, Luka? Who I'm gonna listen to? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like the roster that the Mavericks won the title with, Dirk was a superstar. Dirk ain't a superstar. Maybe here in Germany.
Yeah.
But you go to New York or Oakland or Seattle or Kansas City and ask about some Dirk Nowitzki.
They'll be like, who?
What is that? What flavor is it? What it tastes like?
You get that at Starbucks?
You know what I'm saying? Is it, can I get a Venti or a Grande of that Dirk Nowitzki with cream on it? You know? Hey, man, I'm just saying, like, Rick Carlisle's that guy. We've been talking about him forever, but, you know, these Thunder, they're deep.
Yeah, they're deep.
And they got a big Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams. I say that's their big two. And then Chet Holmgren, he's just the guy's one of those misnomer, like he's just different. Because he's 7'4".
Yeah.
He weighs 117 pounds.
Yeah.
But he's shifty, man. The kid's athletic.
Oh yeah.
He might be a featherweight, flyweight.
But he's tall and he can move.
He tall and he can move.
Oh yeah.
And he run, you know, he get down that court, hit. I love it. It's like he got to think about running. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
like when it's time to get back on offense, he got to think about it, and then he get them knees moving. You know what I'm saying? Get up in that court. I love watching Chet play, but
oh yeah, I just think
they're really good.
I just think that Pascal Siakam and Miles Turner is a little bit more mature, a little bit more physically gifted, or however you. A little bit more man, you know, like you say, he's about 100. I just think that Indiana bench is a little bit better than OKC. I'm gonna say it like that. It ain't gonna be Halliburton and SGA.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a wash.
Well, it's I think the teams struggle with the size of OKC. You know, they got two Jalen Williamses.
Yeah,
and they got two 7-footers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right,
yeah.
And then SGA, he's the MVP of the league.
Yeah. Well,
and congratulations on that, SGA.
Yeah.
Being crowned the MVP of the league. The guy can ball. Proven.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing when he got that rock in his hands.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you already, but
what he's not doing is jacking up threes.
How tall is Miles Turner?
About 7 foot, right around that. 6'11", 7 foot, 7 foot, somewhere around. Yeah.
How tall is Pascal Siakam?
About 6'10". He got some height on him.
They got some size, and they got a little bit. I'm gonna say it like this. Their shoulders a little bigger, their chest a little, so that's gonna eat up a couple of inches. I'm just saying they're a little bit more, got a little bit more girth to them. They've been in the league a little longer, and they got Rick Carlisle.
You know, you want to know the matchup I want to see on?
What's that?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Nembhard. That boy Nembhard been locking boys up.
But you know,
on defense,
really
man.
Well, he's not gonna lock Shai up. He's not gonna lock Shai up.
Oh, you say that?
Okay.
That boy locked Jalen up for the most part.
Jalen who?
Brunson, when he needed to, and situationally.
Brunson.
I'm just saying, situationally. I don't know how tall Nembhard is. That kid, hey.
How tall is
the boy can ball. Nembhard is.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
Nembhard will start for anybody in the NBA right now.
Here. I'm gonna say it like this here. If I'm gonna bank, I mean, everybody say defense wins championships to a certain degree.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to put that ball in the hole. You know, in any sport, you gotta be able to score to win.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that Nembhard, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna say it like this: the kind of player that SGA is, if you lock him up, he gonna get 25 or 23 to 25.
If he get 23 to 25, Oklahoma losing.
That's a good job.
Oklahoma losing if he get 23 to 25.
Oklahoma losing.
Yeah, I mean,
I already said that. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's gonna be the.
Gotta hold it up for a little suspense around here.
That's gonna be like this here.
What up, El Chico?
That's gonna be like Andre Iguodala.
Mozart, what's good, big dog?
That's gonna be like Andre Iguodala got the MVP.
Yeah.
And they talk about all the defensive job he did on LeBron. LeBron averaged a triple-double, then the 30-something points.
But 30. 30 points. But he got MVP guarding that dude. What? Steph should have got that MVP.
Go look at the same thing when they lost to
I think it was situational though.
When San Antonio beat them. Go look how many points LeBron averaged, but all they talk about the job Kawhi Leonard did on it. LeBron averaged 30 in that series too. I mean, that's all I'm saying. So defense is all right.
Maybe it was the situations, right? When the game was on the line in those situations, AI.
No, they didn't have nobody else. First off, your superstars didn't really play on the superstar level, so you got to find somebody.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
And then when you give him MVP, you got to make up a narrative why you gave it to him, right?
Trip to go.
Every Wednesday.
Let's get it. It's your boy Trip. It's your boy Trip.
And then now we go on to we got the finals.
Yeah. You know, but hey, if you haven't already, go and hit that subscribe button, man. That notification bell. Like it, share it. We're organic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Trip say Halliburton can't score with Shea. Halliburton and Neesmith can together.
First off,
you know what I'm saying? First off, Nembhard can score too.
First off, Trip, I don't think Halliburton and Shea even gonna be on each other that much.
No,
they're gonna avoid each other, just like these young players.
Just like Jordan didn't cover the top dude on the other team.
Yeah, but that's why I do appreciate Anthony Edwards,
because he will. He wants situationally.
I mean, pretty much when they played Phoenix. Man, he was on KD a lot.
Oh yeah, but that's KD. He's not running around the court.
But then when he was on, then when they played Dallas last year, he was on Kyrie a lot. He might have said he was tired. He might have got tired.
At first, he was on Kyrie a lot.
Yeah.
Till that boy looked up. It was the middle of the first quarter, and that boy on his knees, looking at the scoreboard like,
this is what I want. And this is
6 minutes left in the first.
And this is what I want Anthony Edwards to do. I know we offer them now. But this is what I want Anthony Edwards to do. Stop shooting so many threes, man.
He led the league in makes. Not percentage, but in makes. That means that's volume. It's volume.
It's just a volume. Okay, but what was his shooting percentage in the Western Conference Finals for 3-point?
Not very good.
19.5%.
Brutal.
Stop that.
That's 12% higher than Russ Westbrook when he was with the Lakers.
Well, that's what he was. It wasn't Westbrook. Look what he was shooting when he was at OKC. He was shooting 30, 29.
Yeah, I was just playing.
But this is the whole thing.
That ain't no comparison.
But what have I said? These guys think they can shoot three. If Anthony Edwards would just put the ball on the floor and take a couple of dribbles.
Absolutely.
Just take a step in a little.
Yeah.
That's all he got to do.
That's what Shea does.
Yeah. Step in just a little.
I hope Ant took notes
from that. Yeah.
Because Shea, his 18-foot game is on point.
Oh, yeah. Now, he'll shoot he shoot 3 or 4, but not 9, 10, 12.
Yeah.
And you're a poor three-point shooter. Yeah.
I mean,
even the people they say Luka is a great 3-point shooter. In the finals, he was terrible. 24.4% last year against Boston. If you can't do it in the biggest moments, that means you can't do it.
Yeah, and I feel like regarding AE, I feel like teams play him
to shoot the 3. They want him.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want him to get get into the.
They back off like
they defend him. They rather defend the lane, defend that. That inside game.
They can't stop that.
Exactly. So they let him shoot the 3. He's shooting the 3 now. I think now that he's had some success at 3, we'll see how it works out. But now I think he really needs to work on that 18-foot game.
Yeah, and then
because now they're gonna jump you on the 3 because you've shown that you can do it, so they're not gonna give you as much space. They know if they give you space, so now let's get around and develop that.
But this
that
is
18 that back to the basket game from 18 feet.
I don't care if you made the most threes in the league. I'm gonna look at your shooting percentage, and if you shooting, it don't even according to analytics, if you're not shooting 35, 36%, it don't make sense. If you're shooting 29 or 31%. Shoot all 3 you want.
And I love Shaq's logic. I love Shaq's logic.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Shaq said I'm gonna hit 15 twos before you hit 10 threes.
Yeah.
It ain't too many dudes that done hit 10 threes in a game.
No.
In the history of the NBA.
Oh, and
that's probably a handful of dudes.
I totally agree. I'd hit 15.
15 twos before you can hit 10 threes.
Man, Anthony Edwards can hit 15 twos before he hit 15 threes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
no
10,
doubt.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's got the ability to do, and he's young, man. So yeah, and I'm excited about that.
Just move your game in 2 to 3 feet, man. This whole
and 23, and 23 years old right now, bro.
Yeah, and Anthony Edwards' biggest problem, is not his mindset or none of that. Anthony Edwards' biggest problem is his teammates. Just like anybody else that didn't win the championship but did. Michael Jordan didn't win the 6 championships till he got better teammates.
Yeah. And I'm starting not to like Karl Anthony Towns a whole lot. My boy too sloppy.
Man, sloppy,
soft.
The only pass I give Karl Anthony is because of COVID. He had such a hard time in that, and that's wearing off.
That's 5 years ago.
Yeah. What did you and I just say? That's wearing off.
Yeah, 5 years ago. At the time, I felt bad. My heart still goes out to you because the loss never goes away.
It lasted 2 years, but some people gonna say 3 years ago.
Yeah.
At the end. I'm giving him all the grace I can.
Let's go 2.5. Give him 2.5.
I'm trying to get 3 years. Because that was the end. So I'm giving him all the grace.
Because my boy Cat,
down on the competitive side, all that.
Some of these dudes just need a good week and open chest.
I'm trying to tell you.
Right? They just need to get hitting their chest real hard. A few times all week long, no. You know, some of these boys need to be Rick James around this hole. Unity. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need Charlie Murphy to come tie them up on that couch. Make them walk themselves on their arms out the room, you know, because their legs dead, man. Like, they need to get Rick James up and get beat down one good time, man.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, because they too soft, man. You can tell these boys, Karl Anthony Towns has never had a fight. He might have been slapped. He's never had a fight. It's too, I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, you know, to have a fight, you got to fight back. Getting slapped ain't no fight.
I think Jalen Brunson.
Getting slapped ain't no fight.
No, Jalen Brunson didn't have a fight before.
No, I'm just. I mean,
Jalen had a fight. Tibbs, that boy scrapped his whole life growing up. I promise you.
Oh, Tibbs
was getting picked on and he wasn't taking it. That boy was Christopher, Napoleon. Bonaparte, what's his name? Bonaparte, right?
He's having a hand in his coat.
Yeah, that boy,
ready to pull something.
That boy Tibbs was ready to pull something. And that's why he coached these boys like he coached them, because he got picked on. Tibbs like a cop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Boy got picked on his whole life, and now he getting his get back.
Yeah, but the Thunder rolling, man, but I don't care how they roll, I still got Indiana.
Yeah, I got Indiana too. And on to the next subject, which is the finals, Unc. You know, we kind of jumped the gun a little bit. I'm hitting too many buttons over here, but we on to them finals, you know. Don't worry about the graphic not matching the words in the order, but it's all good. So, Pacers and Thunder versus Pacers, huh? We both said it already. We got the Pacers.
Yeah.
And how confident are you in that pick?
Very confident.
Very confident.
Yeah.
Yeah? And for what reason?
For what reason is because I think that Indiana got a little deeper bench, a little bit more mature bench, and they got Rick Carlisle.
You think they got a deeper bench? Because Oklahoma got... Let's think, like I say,
Oklahoma may be a little... Oklahoma might go 9 men.
We're talking Caruso, Hardenstein. That's the other pick. That Caruso pickup. Caruso and Hardenstein, those were the perfect ingredients for that Oklahoma team.
Yeah.
Give you some veteran presence and some dogs. Some boys that don't care about no shine. All they want to do is dominate the man across from them. Caruso versus whoever he played. Caruso took out Jokic. Hardenstein took out Aaron Gordon when he tried to dunk on him like he did on Chet. Didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? That series was over after Hardenstein did that.
Yeah.
Caruso I never heard of Caruso as a defensive genius until these playoffs.
Well, no, when he went to Lakers.
I didn't know, but Caruso had game.
No, Caruso.
It wasn't just defense.
No, it was Caruso was one of the stealth stoppers.
Yeah, but he had game though.
I mean, he still got game.
Absolutely, but it wasn't. I didn't see him as a stealth stopper.
I mean, well, I'm just saying.
My boy from Cleveland was a stealth stopper.
What's his name?
DiVincenzo. No, not DiVincenzo. You know what I'm talking about. Start with a D.
Yeah.
Right? I can't
call his name right now. Yeah. But I'm just saying, those guys, and then when you say Steph stopper, it ain't no such thing as that.
No.
You might get Steph slow down. You might can slow him down.
Iguodala against LeBron. Like, it ain't stopping him.
You ain't stopping him.
Yeah.
You know, you might just be in the way more than other people.
He might not have hit 8 threes tonight, but he hit 7.
Yeah, he might hit 5s to the 8. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, Caruso was a defensive. Caruso was in the bubble.
Yeah, he was in the bubble.
He was on that championship team.
Absolutely, he was.
Yeah, he was more of a D. He was known for defense.
But he was signed on offense too, though.
Oh yeah, he's some. Yeah,
and he's still knocked down for Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So they got Caruso and Hardenstein. Hardenstein, he was a Knick. If the Knicks had Hardenstein, they might have done a little better in that last
but
series.
I'm just saying that when you get to, it's a lot of evenness across those teams. But I think Pascal Siakam is really one of the major differences.
Oh man, that cold.
Man, Pascal, man, this is the whole thing. This will give me
Pascal.
Just like when Kawhi went up there, man. Pascal played his butt off in that.
Yeah, he did. Appreciate you, Coach Dream. You off the chain,
all of that.
man.
So Pascal can play.
You off the chain, baby.
And he been there, and he know. And I think it's rubbing off on Miles Turner.
Yeah.
And then you got Rick Carlisle, which been there. So,
well, you know Miles Turner D-Town, baby, so you know he got a little something in the tank.
You know, Slim is his trainer.
Yeah, well, Slim, I wish he was his fashion coordinator, because Miles I don't know about Miles.
Hey, I don't know about a lot of them boys.
Them might be eating them Skittles. Might not be, though.
He must have been eating with Russell Westbrook. Did you see some clothes that shit? Hey,
that boy been eating with Debo. Hey. Debo been on them Skittles.
Hey, he was eating with them Skittles. Hey. But this is the thing. No. Russ got a wife and 3-4 children.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah.
But you coming out with a skirt on.
Russ must got daughters and stuff. He was playing house and was like, that ain't that bad, actually. Let me go and wear this to the game. What up, Nathan Franklin? What's going down? Nobody has a chance with the league allowing OKC defenders to hold with their hands. You don't know. Yeah? Hey, look, especially in Oklahoma, there's a significant difference in the result when Oklahoma City plays in Oklahoma versus when they play away from the house. Okay? Home cooking. Hey. It's good stuff. Watch them. They're the most hezzy team, and they can. Yeah, bro. They do a lot of pulling and grabbing and all that good stuff. But what do you say? A beard. Hey, man.
I'm gonna tell you.
Hey, man.
For every move, it's a counter move, and when you good, all that holding and pulling and all that, you got a counter move.
Hey, yeah, Ryan. Cat would have got bullied in '95. Carl Anthony. It would have been Carl Anthony Towns, and you wouldn't even recognize him in the '90s.
Oh, man.
He'd have been another guy on the bench.
Please.
You feel me?
And if you think the 90s was tough, you better look at them 80s. Because the teams in the 80s beat up all the teams in the 90s.
Hey, when you say the 90s, because that's the most recent hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. The 90s, the residue of the 80s.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? The
season. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Hey, man.
Don't talk like they started.
Yeah, we ain't starting with the 90s, but that's like the last of the last of the Mohicans.
Or the few Mohicans, because Because I'm going to tell you like this, some of the 90s boys wasn't hard like the boys in the 80s.
Yeah, especially that twin.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a few of them, there's a few of them that wasn't, that wasn't hard, But Eddie Curry messed the game up.
And then, J.A., this is just a double down on what I was talking about last week.
Everything changed when Eddie Curry came in the game in 2006.
Did you see?
Or 2003.
This is a little off the subject, but it's still about OKC. Did you see? And Indiana. Did you see that Shea, SGA, and Halliburton now how they measure this and figure it out, I have no idea. This is analytics. Those win shares,
yeah,
they are ranked number 3 on the 2-point guards that have ever faced each other in the NBA Finals.
Ranked 3?
They ranked number 3 with win share. I seen you the information. You probably not had a chance to look at it.
I believe it.
Now, but you see who was number 1? See, here we go back and here we go again.
Who, Luka?
But I was saying, in the finals, win shares.
Who's number one?
One.
And it's the history of the game?
They in the history of the NBA.
Point guards?
Point guards facing each other in the finals. Who's number? Win share. Now you got to remember, back in the day, we didn't have analytics. So they took the analytics and applied it to back in the day. Who got the 2 point guards with the best win shares?
Magic and Dennis Johnson?
No.
Who?
Jerry West and Walt Frazier. It goes back to what I said. All the old guys got to know. This is analytically. This ain't nothing to do with points. This is what y'all go by today. Analytically, number one. Now I don't know why they switched it. Number one was Jerry West and Walt Frazier.
Yeah.
Guess who number two was?
Who?
Walt Frazier and Jerry West. Now I don't know why they switched the name. I don't know why they switched the name. No, analytically, they are the best 2 point so far as win share.
Well, we got to talk about Walt Frazier on one of these Ring the Bells, huh? Because I don't even know who that is.
Walt Frazier? Yes, you
Not,
did.
no, I don't.
I thought we ain't rung the bell on Walt Frazier.
Yeah.
I thought we did.
Did we?
Walter Clyde.
Yeah, we did. We did do it on Walt Frazier, didn't we?
Walt Frazier, yeah.
I got to find time. I'm going to take like a 2-week vacation from my job so I can go get all the Ring the Bells in order and lined up.
Yeah, say man, that's why. So
I gotta check out
here
the
we
series.
go again. Like I said, my opinion. All the old guys did all the good
Appreciate it,
stuff.
Nathan Franklin.
You know, all the old guys did all the stuff.
Hey, hit that
the
subscribe
young guys
button up.
can't do. So I mean, here we go again with that. But that was last week.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that at least Shea, SGA, and Halliburton, they number 3.
That's wild.
For a win share. And then when you look at all the great point guards in the past, they probably had a lot of help, so that's why it was for Magic had Kareem and James Worthy. So it's hard for him to get a lot of win share because Kareem gets some win share, James Worthy gets some win share.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm
When people bring up the old school, this would kind of don't make sense to me. Right? They talk about how old school played against plumbers and firemen, and then they also be like, it's only 10 teams. Think about if it was 10 teams in the league right now.
If it was 10, no, it was 12.
I'm saying what they be saying.
It'll be,
but think about if there was only 12 teams in the league right now.
Let me tell you like now, if it was 12 teams in the league, it's guys that's in starting lineups
that wouldn't be in the league right now.
Right now. You got 30 teams, man.
That's 18 teams worth of dudes that wouldn't be starting right now.
You heard what Bill Russell told Michael Jordan, right?
What was that?
When Michael Jordan, he said, don't you remember the shot that Steve Kerr hit when y'all won the championship? He said that would have never happened back in my day. Michael Jordan said, why? He said, because Steve Kerr wouldn't have been in the league. He wouldn't have been good enough.
Wow.
That's what Bill Russell said.
Facts.
I'm just saying now, if Bill Russell could coach and play and win a championship, he the best basketball mind ever to me.
That's what I'm saying. Oh man, my bad. I didn't mean to.
I'm just saying.
No, that makes too much sense right there, man. But as we stated, there is we don't want any confusion in this.
I got Indiana.
We have the Indiana Pacers winning these finals. I'm putting money on it every game. I'm gonna come out on top too. But y'all know what time it is. It's time for what?
Shing-a-ling, shing-a-ling.
Jang-a-lang, 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 jang-a-lang. Hey, ring the bell. What on? Who we got this week on?
Man, we got Paul Westphal.
Yes, sir.
All these people, they like people that don't want a ring and all that. Paul Westphal won a NBA championship in 1974 with the Boston Celtics. And Paul Westphal, his numbers is not that gaudy, but yeah, his prime years until he got hurt was what that was. Okay, because Paul Westphal averaged 15.6 points for his career and 4.4 assists. He is in the Hall of Fame. He was a 5-time All-Star, so he could play. And Paul Westphal was drafted by the Boston Celtics in 1972, 72, which turned into the 73 season. And then in 73, 74, that was his second year. Then 74, 73, 74, his second year in the league, he won a championship with Boston. And then he played one more year with Boston, and then he got traded to the Phoenix Suns. And that's when he became the Paul Westphal that everybody knew as a 20-point scorer. because I'm finna run down some of his statistics. And like I said, he is in the Hall of Fame. He's a 5-time All-Star. Okay, in 72, 73, when he got drafted by the Boston Celtics, he only averaged 4.1 points per game and 1.1 assists. He only played 60 games. They know in 1972, 73, man, it was hard for rookies to come into the league because most of the guys that were in the league in the early 70s stayed in college 4 years. So they was mature when they got to the league. So after you get 26, 27, it's hard for somebody to come into the league and take your spot. But during that time, just off of my memory, I want to say the Boston Celtics, when they drafted Paul Westphal, they had JoJo White and Charlie Scott at guard, which I know a lot of you young guys don't know who they are, but they can play. And Paul Westphal was playing behind those guys. And then in 1975, 76, he got traded to the Phoenix Suns. As soon as he got traded to the Phoenix Suns, his point average his rookie year was 4.1 points. He played 60 games because he was a rookie. He wasn't hurt. And then in his second year, he averaged 7.2 points. He played 82 games. And then in his third year, he averaged 9 points. He played 82 games again. Then he got traded to the Phoenix Suns. He averaged 20.5. This is when he went into the Paul Westphal that was a 5-time All-Star. He averaged 20.5 points and 8.2 assists. And then he went to 21.3 points, 8.1 assists. Then he went to 78, he went to 25.2 points and 8 assists. And then 78, 79, he went to 24 points and 8.1 assists. And then in 79, 80, he had 21 points and 3.6 assists. But all these years, Paul Westphal, here's another guy. Out of his 12 years, he played 4 times he played 82 games, 2 times he played 81 games, and 2 times he played 80 games. And the only times he didn't play 80 or more games was his rookie year, he played 60, and then he got hurt in 80-81, and then he got traded to New York. He played 18 games. And then in 82-83, he came back, he played 80 games. And then his last year, he played 50 games. But in Paul Westphal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prime years, he averaged over 20 points. And, you know, Paul Westphal is one of those guys that, you know, you don't hear a lot about. But this is what I remember about Paul Westphal back when players didn't just talk about playing one-on-one or playing horse or the dunk competition, when they actually did those things. And Paul Westphal, actually in the NBA, they had the horse competition. And if anybody know anything about basketball, horses, I do a shot and then you do a shot. Paul Westphal won the horse competition at least once. I'm trying to think if he won it twice, but he was always, well, I know at least 3 times he was in the Final Four of the horse competition, and he won it one year. And you had guys in there like, who do I remember being in the Final Four? George Gervin, Bob McAdoo, Pete Maravich, and Bob McAdoo, Pete Maravich, Iceman, George Gervin. You had guys like that in the horse competition. So when you can take a guy like Paul Westphal, 6'4", and actually win the horse competition in the NBA, and one of the moves that I remember Paul Westphal making, y'all excuse me, that was my phone, that I remember Paul Westphal making is that he jumped in the air, he touched the backboard on this side of the rim, went under the rim, touched the backboard on that side of the rim, and then dunked the ball in the horse competition. And that was one of the shots that it was hard for guys to make. You know, and I remember once I can't remember how he did it. He threw the ball against the back of the backboard, caught it in the air, ducked his head, went under the backboard and ducked the ball. So he was doing all kind of tricks and all that. So, you know, like I tell all these young guys now, y'all talk about who can play the best one-on-one, who can do this, who can outdone. Get in the competition. Start a one-on-one competition. Start a harsh competition like they did back in the day. But these guys, you know what they did these harsh competitions and stuff for? Is that they made it, because whoever won the horse competition might make I can't remember, extra $50, $75, $100,000 per year and all that stuff. So you had guys that were top-level players, and Paul Westphal in his prime was a top-level player, and Paul Westphal could play. And I know a lot of you young guys remember Paul Westphal from being the coach of the Phoenix Suns.
Absolutely. That's who I remember.
But he actually played for the Phoenix Suns and averaged over 5 years, what I say, 21.5, 20.5, 21.3, 25.2, 24.0, and 21.9.
Oh, man. So he was a baller. Steve Nash.
And before that,
not quite Steve Nash.
No, because the game was different then.
Steve Nash, tiny Steve Nash.
Because back in the day, they used to actually, see, this is what I try to get these young guys to understand. Man, back in the day, the game was so different because this is what they coached back in the day.
And football is gay, apparently.
Pass the ball up the court. You can pass the ball. I don't care. You get the fastest player. I'll stand at the baseline. Before he take 3 steps, somebody on the other end is catching the ball at the top of the key.
Yeah.
So we were taught to pass the ball up the court to advance it rather than dribble it.
That's what I was going to add on.
Rather than dribble the ball up the court.
Paul Westphal.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and let me make sure we got the right graphic up right here on this now that we changed over. My fault. Let me go on and get the right.
Paul Westphal was one of those dudes, man. That back in the day, you had so many guys doing so many different stuff. And then when I hear the guy say, so-and-so, these guys can't play. And I'm just like.
So what I was going to say is, the guy down in Miami right now is credited with the Showtime Lakers offense. Pat Riley. Pat Riley was Paul Westphal's assistant when he actually created the Showtime offense.
Yeah.
Pat Riley was just more of a player coach than Paul Westphal.
Yeah.
But Paul Westphal was a mad scientist that came up with the Showtime Laker offense where they was running and gunning and pushing that thing down the floor.
No, you're talking about Paul Westhead.
That ain't Paul Westphal?
It's Paul Westhead.
Oops.
No. I mean.
Are you serious?
Yeah. See, go look how many. Ask Siri how many.
Hold on. I gotta go to the iPad.
Ask Siri.
What?
How many championships do Pat Riley have with the Lakers?
Hey Siri, how many championships does Pat Riley have with the LA Lakers?
How many?
4.
Ask Siri who won the first one with the Showtime Lakers.
Hey Siri, who won the first title with the Showtime Lakers? Hey Siri, what coach coached the first title for the Showtime Lakers? Wow.
Paul Westhead.
I've been thinking about it. I thought this was Paul Westphal the whole time.
Yeah, it's Paul Westhead.
It's a whole different man.
No, Paul Westhead came from.
My bad, Paul Westphal. I gave you too much credit.
Paul Westhead came from one of those colleges. I even want to say that Paul Westhead came from Gonzaga or somewhere.
Straight up.
Running that offense, he brought it to the pros, and for some reason, Magic and them didn't like Paul.
Because he wasn't a player. He was so locked into his system.
Yeah. So
and the science. He was an analytics guy.
He's
not
kind
a
of
players
like,
guy.
He's kind of like Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson built the Golden State Warriors, but Steve Kerr get all the praise.
Absolutely.
Paul Westhead built the Showtime Lakers, but Pat Riley get all the credit.
Yeah,
Paul
absolutely.
Westhead.
Yeah. Okay. My bad. Wrong names, wrong people.
Yeah, I mean it's very easy.
It's rare that I do that.
Hey, No,
West Head, West Paul. I thought this was the same dude.
No, Westfall. No.
Okay.
No, Westfall.
Aye.
Paul Westfall was drafted by the Boston Celtics. He played 3 years. He got 1 championship coming off the bench.
Paul Heyman.
Paul.
Paul dies in 1940. Joe Montana. Hey, man, what's going on over here in the chat? What up, Trev? What up, Ryan?
Hey,
Nathan Franklin, what's good, dog? I see you over here clowning, but you still here, dog. Just hit that subscribe button while you're here is all I'm saying, bro.
Hit that like,
we talk our ish, dog.
Hey, man.
And you're talking your ish, and that really inspires us, bro. Because we talk mo ish.
And this is the thing
my boy Ryan, nephew say loud and wrong.
What you say, what?
He said I was loud and wrong. Is my mic loud, bro? That boy say loud.
That's
and
all
wrong,
right, nephew. That's all right, because this whole thing. Wait a minute. That's easy to do. A lot of people
You know what I'm saying?
get Paul Westfall and West Head mixed up.
He said I was talking about Paul Heyman from WWE.
Oh, hey, I know about Paul Heyman too. No, this is all I'm saying. We ain't, hey man, we ain't perfect, but that's why we here together. Cause what he don't know, I know. What I don't know, he know.
Exactly, man.
So yeah, you know, cause that was back in the day, man. That's why. Hey man, I remember a lot of stuff.
That's crazy. It's 2 Paul West somethings in the league.
Yeah,
they 2
Paul
different people.
Westfall and Paul Westhead. See, Paul Westfall was a player and a coach. Paul Westhead was just a coach. And I can't remember
He's
what
David
college,
Black.
but he brought that Showtime, that fast pace from one of those colleges, man. I can't remember what college.
Probably Houston.
No, it wasn't Houston. No, that was Guy Lewis. It wasn't Houston. It wasn't UNLV. It wasn't neither one of those.
I don't know.
But Houston and UNLV and Gonzaga, this is another school. Well, I can't remember, but they were running, but Paul Westhead came from there.
Can't call it.
Oh, yeah.
But shout out Paul Westfall, man. That is ring the bell for this week.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. On to the next. On to the next. On to the NFL, man. What you know about it, man? That boy Saquon Barkley is on the Madden cover. Yeah, probably so. Considering he went forward going backwards and kept going forward after he went backwards. You know what I'm saying? That jump, that spin jump.
Who was that?
Saquon Barkley.
Oh, yeah.
Never seen that before on any level. Especially not the NFL. My boy did something I ain't seen in Pee-wee football in the NFL.
Oh, yeah, that's spin backwards.
And even watching him do the Madden remake of it, I was like, hold on, does my boy have my boy got on Tom Cruise, what's them the metal rod, them things he be hanging from?
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of that material? The rope. I can't think of it. The metal stuff, man. Saquon looked like he had that on when he went in the air because it looked like he paused in the air for a second and a half before he came down after he split his legs and did a herky. I think that's what the cheerleaders call it when they touch their toes when they jump in the air. My boy Saquon looked unreal even on the Madden replay of the play.
Oh, yeah.
He turned around and jumped up and did his legs like this and hung there for a second. And then came down. I was like,
for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was like, what is going down right now? Saquon freak with it, man. But, yeah, he should be on the cover of Madden right now. Boy got that Super Bowl.
Is it still a superstition on that?
About the injuries?
Yeah.
I think somebody broke it. One year.
Somebody broke it and then
But then I think it happened again because
okay.
Lamar went down.
So it is. So it's kind of dying down.
Yeah.
Because it was like 6 or 7 years, maybe 8, 9. It was a while. Everybody got on there. Got injured.
Got hurt the next season for a very substantial injury.
I think it was Michael Vick and a lot of other people too. Wasn't Michael Vick on
not like extreme hiccups or something. It was a bad knee injury or like it's some crazy stuff going on. So. Mike Vick went to jail. Jeez, bruh.
That's worse than getting hurt. No,
hey, man. Hey, almost. Yeah, that was worse than getting hurt.
Almost.
I'd rather Mike got hurt for 3 weeks of the rest of the season. At least he'd have been back next season.
I can limp through a knee. I can't limp through my freedom.
Hey, man. Like they say, man. Mike Vick went to jail for dogs. Dana White getting millions for fighting humans. Anyway,
that's something else.
I'm just saying.
It is what it is.
That struck a chord in me, is what I'm trying to tell you. Mike Vick went to jail for 2 years for fighting dogs.
Mike Tyson getting 40 million for beating up on for knocking the poo-poo out of another man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but specifically, Dana White has a whole league and he's getting millions off of humans beating the hell out of each other. For real. Yeah. Not on no Vince McMahon.
Yeah, for real.
For real fighting. But Mike got to go to jail.
For fighting.
I'm never going to get over that. Because that was my favorite football player.
I mean, it's just funny.
After Dion and Mike Vick was it for me.
Yeah, so far as people, some of the stuff we do, I be like, we'll fly across country, fly from New York to Vegas, buy a ticket for $500 or $1,500 or $3,000, $5,000, sit on the third or fourth row, scream like I don't know what for 2 men to beat the crap out of each other, but 2 dogs, and this the whole thing. Them same 2 men can sit at a table like me and you and have no problem, but you put 2 pit bulls in the backyard, they gonna fight whether we back there or not, man.
He's gonna skip Baylor's face, man. It don't make sense, man.
Before it's over, you can put some dogs in the backyard. Somebody got to exert dominance over the other one. Just do.
Absolutely.
That's just my opinion, but
every time
we wasn't even on my opinion.
And after it's done once, the other dog just gonna roll over.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is Shay ever gonna come back?
To what? To ESPN?
Just to the world.
Oh, he's on the internet.
Ain't nobody watching it. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they watch. Not like they would. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Speculation will hurt you.
Boy. No, lies will hurt you. They speculate. Well, they mad at me and you by telling the truth about
Speculating. Speculation.
It's no speculation that. No, that's a whole nother story.
It is what it is.
Let me hold that.
Hey, he was about to get a big. You saw Steven? They got them $100 million.
Yeah, he's finna get $100 million.
He's about to get $100 million
from ESPN. Nah,
Busby. Anyways, and that boy, hey.
But everybody wants Shay.
Tony Busby getting a whole lot of money, and everybody is not guilty.
Ain't nobody guilty. I mean, I ain't seen nobody.
I've seen some characters destroyed though.
They went to yeah.
Deshaun Watson went from Dabo calling him the Jordan of football to Tony Busby. Football. My boy Diddy went from take that to Tony Busby.
He went from take that to take that.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shay went from Raw. They said they can't wear New York Yankees hats no more because of Diddy.
Who can't wear New York hats?
Nobody in New York.
Because
think about the name.
Oh, New York is
Yankees. You know, Diddy had that nastiness going on. Right. You know.
It is what it is, man.
The WB. Boys living that WB life.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cucking. But Raw. Anyway. Keep it moving. Grooving. Bad boy. Yeah, it's bad boy, bitch. Nathan Franklin, what's going down? Can't stop, won't stop, dog. What's going down, bro? Did you hit the subscribe button, bro? It's all I'm asking you, dog. I'm asking you to hit the subscribe button yet. And tell your homies, we cool. You know, tell your friends cool about us. Share it with them. You know what I mean? Hit that notification bell so you know when we coming on because we got watch parties. Can't wait till boys start fighting again.
Oh, can't wait.
I thought about adding that button.
Won't wait. Can't wait.
You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, shout out Saquon on there, man. So, moving along.
Uh-oh, going backwards.
Uh-oh. Yep, can't do it. Won't do it. Can't go backwards, man. I ain't gonna do it like that. Ain't gonna do it to him. But yeah, so it's a few quarterbacks up there in Cleveland talking about Tony Busby and Deshaun Watson. Speaking of
Cleveland.
Speaking of the devil.
Yeah, speaking of the devil.
And he will appear.
Yeah, we're going to stray off the devil. And we're going to get on something else. But anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Shedeur winning the job. I mean, but.
I mean, he was supposed to be the first round pick. From my understanding, it was his job to lose. Right? My boy got Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dylan Gabriel. They gave Shedeur. This is basically like Tyson Punch-Out. All right? You got to beat Glass Joe. You got to beat Sandman. And you got to beat Mike on Punch-Out. Now, I don't know who Mike Tyson is on that Cleveland roster right there. I guess Joe Flacco would be Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
But, bro, if you ain't better than Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dylan Gabriel, bro, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't that good.
You ain't that good, dog. And Shedeur is doing exactly what we thought he would do. He is who he. Let me hit the button.
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
He is who we thought he was.
He is who we thought he was. If you want to crown him, then crown him. You can crown him. Yeah. He's the best quarterback in Cleveland right now, man. And he's proving it in OTAs, rookie minicamp, all that good stuff.
Is your butt still, is it still going? Oh, it's spinning.
What's that?
Nah, I see you hit the button, it's still on.
Oh, yeah, no, we good. We good.
Oh, okay.
He's proving himself, man.
Oh, yeah.
What y'all think about it? Hold on. Please, no, Paul. Remember, he's coming from G League. Uh-oh. I don't know what we're talking about right now, Nathan. But Shedeur is, he's going to be a hell of a quarterback in the NFL, I believe. As long as it and look, I can't even say as long as they let him throw the ball. Because he's used to playing in a place where they couldn't block. Shedeur hadn't seen good blocking since he'd been in college.
Oh, yeah.
Cleveland is a perfect place for him to go succeed.
Yeah. The only thing that Shedeur got, the only reason that it's not a perfect place for him to succeed, because so many quarterbacks done went there to die, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Cleveland, he don't have nothing. Because this is the thing. If Shedeur can bring Cleveland Browns back to respectability, he better than I even thought he was.
I think Shedeur's mentality right now is the perfect mentality for Cleveland.
Yeah, they need somebody like, okay, y'all.
Coming in.
Not
as a veteran that's already proved himself.
No, and then y'all tried to knock me down. Y'all tried to say.
He's coming in to prove himself, and he's got the skill.
Yeah. Coming
in to prove himself. He don't need A+ O-line to block for him.
But
the kid has great study habits and professional tendencies already.
All that's great, but the organization is terrible.
Oh, for sure.
That's got a lot to do with it.
You gotta have
this is the thing.
You gotta have somebody that can shift the system.
Can the Cleveland organization build around Shedeur enough to make Shedeur be successful?
Shedeur mentality is I don't even give a damn.
No, he don't give a damn, but you're gonna have to have some help. I'm just saying.
You gotta have a little help.
Yeah.
You gotta have a little. I'm not even talking about Super Bowls. I'm just talking about winning games.
Yeah, that's why I said respectability. I didn't say Super Bowl.
I just want to win a game.
Another game.
That's respectability. If he can bring them back to respectability, he's better than anybody ever thought he was. Because to bring the Cleveland Browns, and I'm not talking no one good year, and then respectability is 3, 4, 5 years of 9, 10, 11 wins. If he can do that, Shedeur Sanders is a great quarterback.
There will be 31 teams in the NFL wishing they didn't make this deal that they made with Cleveland to not draft Shedeur.
Yeah, absolutely. And Cleveland probably sitting up there saying, "But we glad we colluded with y'all because we getting a lot for little." Cleveland right now, the way it's looking, they're getting a lot of product for a little price.
I'm telling you, man.
They're getting a lot of product for a low
price. Cleveland's deal was, okay, y'all, we'll take 2 quarterbacks. We will get a quarterback before Shedeur. We'll waste one of our picks on a quarterback we know we don't need for Shedeur.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett's going up in the odd man now. Joe Flacco already knows the system.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco's already won games in Cleveland, and people believe in him already to win games if they have the right talent around him.
This the whole thing. You can,
but they will.
You may
if they keep 3 quarterbacks, it'll be Shedeur, Dylan, and Joe. But I think they'll only keep 2.
What round did Dylan Gabriel get drafted?
3rd.
How much money they give you?
Nothing yet. He ain't no contract signed. Shedeur signed his for $4 million though.
It all depends on. It all depends on Dylan Gabriel. How much money he get. He might be the odd man out, but if he get enough money,
he's probably gonna be the odd man out. Because Kenny Pickett, what he has over Dylan is NFL experience.
Yeah, but if he has, if he get a big enough contract, they got too much money invested in it.
They're not gonna put money into Dylan Gabriel when they got Shedeur for $4 million.
I already know that. So they kind of Dylan Gabriel is kind of
on the trading block.
Cleveland kind of using Dylan. They use Dylan.
There's rumors that Shedeur is on the trading block, and there's conversations with Atlanta going on down for Michael Penix right now. Would you make that trade if you were Atlanta? I would.
Yeah,
I'm trading for Shedeur
now. I mean, Michael Penix, he all right, but
I throw in Kirk Cousins too. I throw in Kirk Cousins too. Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix right now for Shedeur in Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That jersey gonna sell.
Yeah. Oh, that jersey gonna blow.
Let's start it back. All y'all that bought that Browns jersey, come get that Falcons jersey too. Let's go on and benefit off this right now.
Right now, oh, yeah.
Let's max out. That's how I run it.
But, but Shedeur, before Shedeur being ahead of those other guys, first off, like Deion told him, he said, Joe Flacco my age.
Man.
Don't you what Deion told him?
Yeah.
I mean, Flacco.
They were teammates, I think.
And one
Deion went there right after Joe Flacco left. And I think they were teammates, though.
Yeah.
Because Deion went there after he went to Washington when he won number 37.
Yeah, he tried to play. I think he played that 1 year.
Man.
In Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we say went there, we talking about Baltimore.
Man.
Yeah. But Shedeur gonna do what he do, and that is what that is, and on to the next one.
On
to the next.
To the next.
What we got next?
Yeah, so next up. All right. So I don't know if y'all know about it, but the Texas Rangers, man, I think they're trying to appeal to the younger generation. Do you know what anime is, huh? Mm-hmm. You do know what anime is?
Yeah, kind of saw.
Well, so how would you explain anime? It's on the spot, y'all. We ain't practiced it. Everything we do on the spot, man.
Anime is kind of like animation.
Yeah.
I mean, you just something, they done design something for the jersey from animation.
Yeah, so.
Kind of sort of.
Yeah, so anime it's a Japanese form of cartoon. It's a cartoon, right? It's a whole style. It's dope.
Yeah.
It's taken over a whole lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Dragon Ball Z. That's my anime reference right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had my college roommate was watching. I was like, my bro watching cartoons?
Yeah.
And I get sitting down watching, and I got real familiar with them Super Saiyans. You know what I'm saying? Them anime characters and Goku and everything going on with that whole situation there. But anime is a style. It's a Japanese style of
that came from animation.
Yeah, it's an animated style, animation style.
Animated style.
Anime,
yeah, absolutely.
Y'all didn't know Dragon Ball Z was made here in Dallas. Okay, now you know.
I didn't know that.
All right then, anime, Dallas, Texas, for real. But
Texas
Rangers now have a anime designed uniform. And I just spoke about Goku. So when Goku powers up in his anime form, he does this whole thing, and you see lightning bolts flaring through his body and his hair and everything. Hence the Texas Rangers new uniform. Anime. It's got the Japanese characters right here. I don't know exactly what it says here, but we've got the lightning bolts flaring through the uniforms. They're jolting up to become their Super Saiyan form from the original Goku.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's what you think about these jerseys as you look at them? I'm curious to see what the pants look like.
That's what I want to say. Hey, the jersey looks sweet.
Yeah.
It looked like it's kind of, 3-dimensional or whatever. It's just an eye-catching jersey.
Yeah, they got the electricity flowing through that thing.
And this is the whole thing.
When I had some more colors in it.
When I first heard the word anime, I was like, this got something to do with animation.
Yeah.
Because I'm smart enough to know that all these words, I mean,
root word.
Yeah, I mean, what's the root? What did it come from?
Prefix, suffix.
Yeah, what did it come from?
Yeah.
Anime sounds like anime. So when I say anime, I went and looked it up. I was like, oh, it come from animation.
Yeah.
I don't need to know no more.
It's a Japanese style, though.
I mean, it may be Japanese style, whatever, but when I seen anime, I already had the idea that it came from animation.
Absolutely.
And I didn't do a lot of research. I researched enough to know they come from animation because it's kind of easy to tell, anime.
Man, hold on. We got to go to the... All right, so my boy, going back to Shedeur, my boy Nathan Franklin, you know, I got to say something. As a starter, though, pump the brakes? Hold on. We got to go back to these Shedeur comments, because I'm curious to see what y'all got to say about this.
What's somebody saying?
Let me see. What up, Jericho? Is that Chris Jericho? Nah, what up, Jericho? What's going down?
Chris Jericho?
Well, remember, he's coming from a G. Didn't you have a lot of trouble with the wrestles in Boston? I heard you had trouble with the Irish before. Nah, bro, we know the dame over here. I don't know who you talking about, Jericho. Nathan Franklin, pump the brakes. Joe Flacco has a Super Bowl. Yeah, he does.
He 40.
He's forgotten about that. Along with everything else he forgot about in the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Gerard Bower as a starter, though? Nathan Franklin not happening. Watch his arm mid. He's undersized and his speed is above average. Yeah, his speed is above average, and a lot of people don't even know that. So, Nathan Franklin, I'm happy that you do know that.
Who undersized? Shedeur?
Yeah. He's about
he's 6'2", right?
6'1", 6'2", yeah. He's about the average size of a quarterback in today's football game.
I mean, how tall is Lamar Jackson?
He's going to be a third string his whole career. I don't know about that one.
How tall is Lamar Jackson?
Like 6 foot, 6'1".
How tall is...
he might not be as tall as Shedeur.
How tall is Aaron Rodgers?
He's
6'2", right?
Yeah. Tom Brady is
6'4".
No, 6'5", and he's the outlier. Big Ben, Tom Brady.
6'2", 6'3".
Right there. He don't see too many 6'5".
Of a quarterback.
Yeah, man. Shedeur ain't far off. He ain't Drew Brees.
He ain't that. I mean, yeah,
he far from Drew Brees. He bigger than Deion. He bigger than his daddy.
Yeah, because they said Deion's 6'1", but when Deion sat beside them boys, he looked 5'10".
Yeah.
Because he way down to their heel, man.
Yeah, he is.
But he had that foot he worked on it. He's a little older, but I don't know.
Yeah, what up, CJ? Hey, I would jump on. I'll jump on later on today, bro. I can't right now, though. Not doing the live.
Man, let me ask you like this. Man, you know, there's a lot of quarterbacks, man. They got... This is the thing.
Hey, my boy say he's not better than Johnny Manziel.
Who is that?
Nathan Franklin says Shedeur is not better than Johnny Manziel. I beg to differ. Like, we disagree largely there. Okay? Focus, Shedeur's got that on point. Study habits, Shedeur's got that on point. Background, like the way he was raised in the NFL he was raised around Deion, bro. Like IQ, he got him there. He might not have the natural instincts and ability that Johnny Manziel's got, but his coaching, teaching, learning has caught him up and surpassed Johnny Manziel, in my opinion, bro. Like, by far. It ain't even a conversation.
I mean, I'm just saying.
It's not even a conversation right there. College to pro is a whole different story. Shedeur has been a pro football player for a long time. Johnny was never a pro, but he was a hell of a college player. That's all I got to say about them two. There's no comparison.
Johnny Manziel, first thing, Johnny Manziel wasn't even interested that much in football.
He wasn't a pro.
He was just interested in fame and fortune, which he already had money.
Yeah.
Because, you know, his daddy had money, so he came from money. But as far as a football player, it's hard for me to even judge my Johnny Manziel because he was a media star.
Yeah.
He was different than Shedeur. All they did was find stuff right with Johnny Manziel.
In college.
Yeah, well.
Johnny Manziel was
a college star.
A college
like
star.
A lot of people. And we don't know.
Very appealing. Johnny Manziel was more of an influencer than he was an NFL football player, a professional football player. He was never a pro.
No.
He was a hell of a football player.
But he
was never a pro.
So I don't know.
Shedeur's acted as a pro for a long time. Now his skill and his everything has caught up to his professionalism, and now he's a professional football player.
That's hard.
That's how majority of pros go.
That's hard for me to even compare Johnny Manziel to anybody, because Johnny Manziel was a silver spoon kid that lived a silver spoon life. That got everything his way till he couldn't no more.
And he had some ability too.
He had
some ability.
And this is this is the whole thing.
Once he had to actually study and apply himself and be professional, he wasn't built for that.
No, he didn't never study. He never applied himself.
No,
because he already had the money.
Yeah.
And
Johnny Manziel was Mike Vick before prison, but not with the skill set as Mike Vick. Like, wasn't studying, but living off straight natural ability, bro.
Yeah, I don't even know how to compare nobody to Johnny Manziel. I really don't.
I mean, Johnny was special. Johnny Manziel was
was special.
What's my boy always say? From
Johnny Manziel is special. How tall is Johnny Manziel? 5'10"?
Doug Flutie. Johnny Manziel was Doug Flutie on steroids.
I ain't know you say that, because Doug Flutie could really play.
He could play.
I don't know if Johnny. And then he
played.
Then he applied.
Doug Flutie was more of a professional.
That's what I'm saying. Once you don't apply yourself, I don't know how good you are or what you could be, because you never applied yourself.
He don't know how good he could be.
Thank you. So I can't compare. Like I said, it's hard for me to compare anybody to Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, man. Straight up. But now that's.
I'm not trying to say not talented. I'm saying that he was a spoiled rich kid from the beginning, and that's all he ever was.
Mason, man, to put up big dog.
And by the time he figured out that he wasn't a spoiled rich kid no more, it was too late for his career. So I don't know what Johnny Manziel could have did.
Nathan Franklin said he off the height. Yeah, time will tell, but I think Shedeur, a lot like Patrick Mahomes, his upbringing, being around it, his comfortability in that environment. Hey, bro, it's a lot of cats that come from nothing that get to the NFL and they like deer in the headlights when they get there. Takes them a little while to understand what's going on around it. Shedeur first day stepped into elementary school already on the nonprofit type, charity type stuff. You know, being a professional, he already knows what it takes. My boy had Tom Brady teaching him along the way. My boy Deion Sanders is his father. Deion is bigger than me than Tom Brady. Tom Brady just got more Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shedeur is I love the way this thing is playing out.
Me too. I love it. I love
the fact that he wasn't given a number 1 draft pick, or 2 or 3 or first round, or first day. They're making him earn it, and he's doing what it takes, because that's him, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's who Shedeur is. So shout out Shedeur. We love it, bro. Keep doing what you're doing out there. My mama say she gonna get a Shedeur's jersey, bro. I'm gonna tell her to wait till the opening day, because I don't know where you're gonna be if y'all talking to Atlanta.
No, I'm trying to tell you, you better wait before you get his jersey.
Don't waste that bread. It might be a rare thing though.
Yeah.
Anyway, next up, Trip. It's time for your favorite part of the show, big dog. You know what time it is. It's time for IMO. What you got, Unc? What you got for the people today in your opinion?
In my opinion, people get it twisted, about a lot of stuff Unc say, and now people think that because you don't agree with them, that's criticism.
Yeah.
That's not criticism. And this is the thing. Now it's a couple of times that Unc have got off track and said some things, but most 99% of the time on this show, we don't disrespect people. We don't even have nothing close to disrespect. Yeah. Probably the closest thing you can say I said to disrespect was last week when the security guard sued Shedeur when he was 16. He broke his ribs and all that. I'm like, man, if you're a security guard and you let 160, because when Shedeur was 16, go look at it, he didn't weigh over 165, 70 pounds, and he broke your ribs and he did all that, and you in the ring, and you supposed, and that's your profession. But anyway, That's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about, now, that's the closest I've ever come.
Hold on. The security guards are supposed to be securing the whole perimeter.
Yeah, and that includes the 6-year-old kids.
On the perimeter.
Yeah, on the perimeter. Whether you securing them or securing them from doing something to somebody else.
Boy,
but it sounds like you couldn't do your job. That's not my fault.
He's tough.
But they take some of the stuff, and I don't quote nothing but facts. It is no disrespect for me to say that Michael Jordan is 0-6 against Larry Bird in the play. He didn't win a game against Larry Bird in the playoff. That's no disrespect. To say that Detroit Pistons beat him 4 times before he beat them. No, 3 times. That's no disrespect. That's a fact. To say that Shaq got swept 6 times, that's no disrespect to you, Shaq. That's a fact. And if anybody don't like the facts, you should have worked harder when you were in there and the facts might have been different. And that's just a fact. That don't mean I don't like you, or I'm picking on you, or I disrespect you. It's just the fact that we are here to tell the facts. So when somebody sit up and say, oh, so-and-so is this or that, I'll say, wait a minute, remember when this happened? Not so fast, my friend. Got a lot of Lee Corso in me. Yeah. I'm like, not so fast, my friend. And in my opinion, people get it twisted. The facts, if the facts hurt your feelings, that means you didn't try hard enough when you was doing it.
Yeah. Period.
The facts shouldn't hurt your feelings. The facts are the fact. You got 4 rings, you got 5 rings, you got 6, you got 11, that's a fact. You got 3 defensive players of the other year, that's a fact. One player got more rebounds than another player, that's a fact. You won MVP, that's a fact. You got 10 scoring titles, that's a fact.
You got swept how many times?
6 times, that's a fact. All these are facts. So don't be mad at me. Be mad. If you don't like the facts, the only person that you can be mad at is yourself.
Hey. That don't mean we don't like you or respect
no,
you, bro. Because
no,
you did it. We wasn't there.
No, I tell the facts on me, J.A., Shaq, Michael Jordan, Larry, and all these people. I mean, when I say that Kobe Bryant has the lowest shooting percentage of anybody ever won Finals MVP, that ain't nothing personal against Kobe.
What you say? The
That's
truth hurts, lies feel good, huh?
Yeah, just look it up. Michael Jordan has got the second lowest shooting percentage of anybody ever. I mean, I love it. I mean, AI is my dude, but that don't mean that he don't have the lowest shooting percentage of anybody ever win the scoring title.
Yeah.
Somebody got to have it.
Somebody got to do it.
Yeah, somebody. So, but that
Kobe
don't mean
got the most misses ever in the history of the game.
Kobe, yeah.
Somebody got Brett Favre got the most incompletions. Somebody got
to do all that. So that's not personal. That's not no attack.
That don't mean you wasn't great.
That don't mean you wasn't great. That just mean that you wasn't perfect.
And who is?
And who is?
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christa. And I don't know if he'd have gone 20 from 3.
And that's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Great opinion, huh? Great opinion right now.
Don't get the facts. Don't let all facts get you twisted so much that you think it's my opinion. Because it ain't my opinion, it's the facts.
Yeah, but this is his opinion, though. And in my opinion, I had to switch the whole game up after a statement was said earlier during our show. Thank you, nephew Ryan. Nike, you been slipping, dog. Nike, you been slipping. Nike been slipping since. Nike been slipping since about 2009. Now, I did get the blood of Jesus 33s. Them all red Jordan 33s, because they was just all red and drippy with some icy white bottoms on them. And I had to go in and get them one time with the strap on them. And they got a strap too, which reminded me of the 90s when Tinker Hatfield was there using them straps with them Marauders and them Dions and them other shoes he had going hard. Nike. Hey, I don't know what you're going to do, dog. Tinker Hatfield ain't here no more. You know what I'm saying? That's the last time y'all was really ever killed a game. Matter of fact, y'all Y'all need to be paying Adidas some of y'all money, bro, because Jordan didn't want to sign with y'all, and y'all designed y'all first Jordan. That Jordan 1 after an Adidas. Adidas. Yes, sir. Run DMC, Shell Toes. You know? AE. James Harden, Adidas still reinventing themselves with cool designs. Yay. Got them Yeezys. Went hard for a little spurt there. Till my boy went ham in the mouth. You know? Y'all might need to go on and rehire Ye. Y'all might need to go on and rehire Kanye West to come and be on your design team at Nike is all I got to tell you. Because like I said earlier in this show, there's no reason the KDs, the Lucas, and the Ja Morants, 3 of your premier players in the league, had a damn similar shoe. I tell you what, take a Hatfield wasn't going to have no Jordan looking like no Pippen, looking like no Barkley, looking like no Hardaway, looking like no Tim Hardaway. All of them looking like no Barry Sanders, looking like no Dion, looking like no Marauder, looking like no Bruce Smith. Take a Hatfield had them designs on deck, homie. Nike, you're slipping, dog. You're slipping and you ain't gripping because people ain't wearing your shoes. Christian Dior, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Balenciaga, Ferragamo even, eh?
Oh, yeah, and then now all the shoe brand got sneakers. Mari,
all of them.
Yeah, all that.
All of them.
Yeah,
Trump got shoes.
Boy.
Going for $200. Nike, y'all got to do something, dog. Because like my boy Ryan say, hey, man, I guess it is getting more like the 60s and 50s around here.
Well, you know one thing about slipping?
What's that?
When you keep on slipping, you'll start sliding.
When you start sliding.
Once you start sliding, you finna slide away. Then.
About to slide away, and then you got Hokers and Clouds and these other companies coming around here. Skechers and everybody doing something that you ain't doing. Nike?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't that cold. But you are, though. You still got, you don't have a grasp on the market like you used to.
No.
You know, that got to hurt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, yeah, Nike slipping. They slipping where they falling. You know what I'm saying? They still living off old success, living off them retros. And the retros ain't even good as the original retros. Because the material ain't the same. Because the quality is down. Used to be leather back in the day. I don't know what this is y'all got on the shoes. Used to be suede, soft leather back in the day. I don't know what this is you got on the shoes, man.
Some naugahyde or something.
You know what I'm saying? How you gonna have knockoff suede? How you gonna have knockoff soft leather? Soft leather a knockoff of suede. You got knockoff soft leather, man. Hey, Nike, y'all gotta switch the game up. And in my opinion, they need to go and hire Kanye West. Kanye got something for them shoes, man. His shirt design's pretty cool too. It makes sense what he do now.
Oh yeah.
It's comfortable. I got the shirt. I got the shirt. The shirt. I got it. Comfortable. Love it. I do my yard work in that shirt. Nike, you gotta come with it, man. I like switch it up a little bit, you know. Hit you with the IMO from the sports. I'm gonna hit you with something else.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gotta switch that IMO.
Nike, you're looking like Psyche. And I'm out. On that tip.
On that tip.
Yes, sir. But y'all know what it is. Hey, let's let the people, you know, get the people they moment right now, man. You know? Great show today. Great show.
Man, we love it.
You know?
We appreciate everybody being on here, man. And if you're on here, and you ain't hit that subscribe button,
What they gotta
go
do?
ahead and hit it, man.
Hit that
subscribe button. Hit that like button. Give us a thumbs up. And then share it with somebody else that, you know, might want to talk some ish. Say, hey, man, come over here. Because JA and all, hey, when you talk to them, they'll talk back. They'll talk back. Come talk to you.
Come talk your ish, dog. That's what we here for, man. Talk your ish. Barbershop conversations, man, all day, every Wednesday, man. Shout out Jamal Weeks. Shaq can be immature. AF, absolutely. I love Shaq. Shout out Bridget Hockney. How you doing? Ouch, the truth, baby. That's how we do here. Hit that subscribe button while you're here, though. Mason Meredith, man. Nathan Franklin, thank you all. Ryan, you know what's good. Trip the goals. Joe Broadbow, my cousin, my big cousin. What's going down, man? Appreciate y'all tuning in. Hey, talking your ish today, man. That's what it's all about. This is an interactive act. Woo.
Interactive experience.
Thank you. I ain't got to run it back. Got me. Hello. I fumble. He pick it up and scored the touchdown, man. That's how we get down on Noonish, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Every Wednesday.
Sometime around Noonish. Hey, got to hit that notification bell, man, so you know when we having that watch party, though, baby. But, hey, we'll see y'all later on. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Noonish. 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 Noonish Wednesday, Noonish, Noonish Wednesday, Noonish, Noonish Wednesday. J.A. he was major league, playing around with them bats. Kia OG, making plays on the track. Sports and technology, we mix it in with facts. Catch him every Wednesday to like double tap. A lot of interviews with ballers and them winners. Yeah, Jay on Notre Dame.